ESMR hour is now in full effect. Welcome, all my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Come inside. Come inside. If you know those lyrics, hit me up. That's a dope song. All right, let's get into it, man. We got lots of music on deck tonight. We got the feature artist of the night, our man, Guilty Conscience. The name of his new project that we will be taking a look at tonight is called I Was Cold, Then I Got Hot. Kind of reminds me of what we got going on in Arizona right now because it is extremely cold and we're waiting for it to get hot. My man, Nate, the Great, is in the building. What's up with you, cousin? How you doing? How you doing, fam? Let's go ahead and check out this first song. So this song was supposed to get played last week. I dropped the ball because I'm only human. I'm only human. This is Chris at Night. Name of this joint is Honor Roll. And this is, if you look at the cover art, I don't know how well you can see it. It's kind of dope, though. Chris at Night, what up, bro? It's his song, by the way. But it's kind of dope. He's got this, it looks like a paper, like a term paper of some sort. But I think it has all the lyrics. I'm assuming. I don't know. But it's kind of cool. It shows the producer's name, Rap 101, shows the date. That's super hard. So this hasn't dropped yet. He hit us with this on the sneak peek mode, which I'm always thankful for when our fam sends us the early previews. I feel special when I get that. Let's check it out, man. My man and yours too, Chris and Knight right now. I gotta turn my volume down. Is that a little better?
I don't ever wanna go through that again. She don't love me now, but she gon' love me in the bin. She don't love me now, but she gon' love me in a minute. Automobile, guess I got some diamonds in my pendant. Guess y'all ain't believe me when I said that we was winning. Niggas steady hating, been like that since the beginning, man. It's getting old. Sparks gotta fly, I'm on the road. Young nigga on the road to make millions, cause he played his role.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's still, you're still a little soft for the vocal. The vocal is nice though. I think that's actually just turning up the gain on the mic. Speaking of gain on the mic, yeah, I'm looking at the right levels now. Y'all let me know if I get too loud, man. I need the heads up that I'm blowing. I listened back to the show the other day and I'm like, oh my God, I was screaming. So don't let me scream at y'all. Tell me, man. Nobody wants to be screamed at. But so far he's got the nice soft vocal. I think the gain on the mic needs to be cut up just a little bit. I would love to hear. It's got a rich tone to it. You know, we got to hear that. But so far so good.
Big honor roll, got a 3.5. Cody finna roll, smoke a 3.5. Starting in Tessie, this is a 4-wheel drive. Losing on testing, you be unalive. You be unalive. You be unalive. If you miss a shot, then I got my guys like, yeah. Always in business, bitch. 5% and I ain't seeing no pics. I put my D in that bitch. Tank on E, we ain't feeding no bitch. To the bank, I be doing my jig. Look, mama, I'm doing it big. I want my father a crib. She got my heart, ain't no sauce to this rib. I get so tired of him. Niggas, these bitches ain't fan. I get it back and then spend again. I send young back to the spirit land. Soon as I shit, little bitch, I'm a businessman. Me, y'all niggas ain't listening. Yeah. I just get money and mind on my business.
I don't think the song is necessarily bad. It's just not popping for me. It's not super interesting. It's a little too monotone. You switched it up a little bit. It was probably about what we had a minute now. It was probably at the minute.
I put my D in that bitch, cause he played his role. Yeah, big honor roll, got a 3.5. Cody finna roll, smoke a 3.5.
Yeah, see, so right in there, you kind of switched it up a little bit, picked up the pace a little bit. I like that. I think it needs more of that, a little bit more seasoning. That's seasoning, is what that is to me. A little bit more seasoning.
Drive, losing on testing, you be unalive. You be unalive. You be unalive. If you miss a shot, then I got my guys like, yeah. Always in business, bitch. 5% and I ain't seeing no pics. I put my D in that bitch. Tank on E, we ain't feeding no bitch. To the bank, I be doing my jig. Look, mama, I'm doing it big. I want my father a crib. She got my heart, ain't no sauce to this rib. I get so tired of him. Niggas, these bitches ain't fan. I get it back and then spend again. I send young back to the spirit land. Soon as I shit, little bitch, I'm a businessman. Me, y'all niggas ain't listening.
Bro, what's up, Gabe? When am I gonna do your cousin? I don't know how to take that. I'm assuming you mean play your cousin's song. Maybe tell me who your cousin is and present it so it's not so sexual.
Yeah. I just get money and mind on my business. I had to stack on my riches. Put the platoon and we stay on the mission. Please get my name at your mentions. Told the fam that we gon' eat. I got it down, pack it's concrete. Bitches be on me, I feel like I'm Pete. I missed the honor.
I like that. They be on me, I feel like I'm Pete Davidson.
And I got my ass beat.
I don't have no music from Ash, bro.
She don't love me now, bet she gon' love me in a minute. She don't love me now, bet she gon' love me in a minute. Autumn up, but guess I got some diamonds in my pendant. Guess y'all ain't believe me when I said that we was winning. Niggas steady hating, been like that since the beginning. Man, it's getting old. Sparks gotta fly, I'm on the road. Young nigga went from the on the road to making millions, cause he played his role.
That right there is the homie Chris that night. Yeah, that didn't really do it. That didn't really do a lot for me. If I'm being honest, it didn't connect with me emotionally. I think that was the point. I thought the you had some singing and you had the rap portion. The hook I thought was pretty strong. And I liked the hook. It was really no issue there, but I don't know, when you do the quiet kind of it's not mumble rap, but it's like quiet and when you do those kind of things, it's hard to identify the music for me. And a lot of times when artists do that, they will auto-tune it. And I think that might be a good look for you. I think you may want to tinker with auto-tune a little bit because you have such of a deep voice. And if you're not going to turn the gain up on the mic and you're going to kind of rap sing in that kind of cadence, with that kind of pattern, it has to be something that really differentiated. I think maybe some auto-tune on that. That was okay to me. I'm gonna go 82. Yeah, man. Ash I don't have no songs from Ash. I'll play Ash's songs when I get some songs. I had them from him. Lots going on in the world right now, man. Lots of stories I'll be talking about. One of them is about Nick Cannon, which makes me laugh. Nick Cannon admits he's spread thin with so many children. Really, bro? He's spread thin with too many children. Really, bro? You're spread thin? You have 12 children going on 14 and you're complaining about being spread too thin. Talk about the complaints I don't want to hear. Let's get into this next one right now. My man 205M, he sent these to me a while ago. And again, they seem to slip through the cracks, but it's all good because we back at it right now. My man 205M, this is Blood Hunt.
Yeah. Yeah.
This sounds menacing.
We caught him lacking at his mama house. Whack his family tree. City full of ops. Ain't raised no bitch, so now I can't retreat. Where the money or the dances be, my girl don't booty call. But when I call, wifey gon' answer me. Look, we coming in if he don't come out.
This is mixed really well. It has a nice thick sound to it. He layered the vocals really well. That they played the ad libs right in terms of how they mix this. This vocally and studio wise, engineering wise, it's fantastic.
We caught him lacking at his mama. Whack his family tree. City full of ops. Ain't raised no bitch, so now I can't retreat. Boost my gang morale. We wear the money or the dances. Be my girl don't booty call. But when I call, wifey gon' answer me. Look, we coming in if he don't come outside. Y'all gas this nigga up. Now this nigga got excessive pride. Hooper's gon' make.
Hey, this is cold.
Any nigga feel it till them bullets fly. Guns gon' make them niggas think they kill us. Look, where your stripes, man? Who your sponsor, bro? Who you know round here gon' say it's you that he responsible for? Demons at your crib.
And he's like, it's not really storytelling, but he's like laying it out in a real like digestible fashion with good urgency, good pace to it. You know, it's real. It is menacing. He created a menacing vibe. That like, I don't know if I was walking home at night and I heard that song coming out of somebody's speakers, I might, start running a little bit, start picking up my pace.
Your life depend on your responses, bro. By 3 a.m. we fucking up your house just like we haunting, yeah. Look, we XO, this ain't no game, but we go Nintendo 64, the strap gon' blow and it's gon' sit 'em back. Don't kick shit with ops except the doors, okay, we kicking that.
Nintendo 64, we said the ratchet's gonna blow. I get that reference.
We come in with sticks like Rainbow Six, no time for chit-chat. Look, they want that smoke, so we gon' give them that. Take they homie, lead them shell, so they can't say we ain't giving back. Don't come around and start no shit with gang, we like to finish that. On and back and forth on the net, man, this ain't no tennis match. Sneaky talking, that boy think he sly. How many hit his whip? I counted 205. 205.
How many hit his?
Man, we just fucking slide. So they can run.
How many hit his whip? You count him 205? That's pretty cool.
But they can never hide.
How long was that? Wow. So that was about a minute and 20 seconds, and I don't even know that you need to add nothing to it unless you're gonna add a feature rapper. You did everything right on that. It was like chilling a little bit. It had this kind of menacing, Freddie kind of vibe to it, like or as the youth would say, it sliding down the op blocks. It had that kind of like we're about to go do something feel to it. It was very pronunciated. It was very enunciated is what I meant. It was very clear. He really had the pace right, so it was almost felt like he was telling a story. I thought that was dope for what it was. Minute and 20 seconds. I go 89 on that. 89, 90. That was cool, man. That's something I would definitely play again. It's a workout song in my opinion. I don't slide down the op blocks. I don't do that. But what I do is I go to the gym occasionally, and that really does give me like a workout vibe, like a let's get it vibe, like a hype game before a basketball game or a fight scene in a movie or a club scene in a movie, like where somebody comes in and just starts throwing dudes' heads off the wall. I dig that, man. I dig that. One time for Tristan Thompson, man. I feel bad for Tristan Thompson. Tristan Thompson, as some of you may know, NBA player, was dating Khloe Kardashian for a while, has a kid with her. And he had a kid outside of their relationship, and now he has to pay $9,500 a month for that kid. $9,500 a month. $9,500. That's almost 10 bands. Bro, you should have wrapped it up. Jesus. It's a lot of money, man. And she ain't going to have to work. She probably quit her job that same day. She got that. She's like, I'm done working. She told him she was clocking out and was not coming back. Let's get into this next one. My man Suave, this is actually his next release, I believe. I'm going to have to double check that. But I think he hit me and said, yo, this is the next one coming out. And I love Suave's music, so it's probably going to be pretty good. I never have too many complaints with Suave. This is called Bad Man. Let's check it out. He always says, what? Too many hooks, too many melodies. Big shout out to my man Suave.
Hey mama, I'm a bad man. Last year I had my head held down, I was a sad man. I wrote a whole damn album and I bottled it up and threw it in the trash can. No pen and no pad, man. 23, so it's the last thing. When I rock the party out, I got these diamonds in my roller, you can see them from the side. And these bands gon' go, I got a lot of fans, I know. I wrote a lot of long leg roads. And I'm sitting at the top, catching out just like an ATM. Who's him? Yes, I am him. Carolina country nigga with a cowboy brim. And think I'm making 7 figures, how I hang on a rim like Shaq. Yes, I am back just like that. My mind being flooded with the thoughts. My mind being like the
It's a little different for Suave. It's different, but it's not different. So you really get this slowed down version of Suave right here. The mix is always super crispy on his songs. I don't know what he's doing, but the mixes are always great. But he slowed down the speed. He usually mixes it up and gets faster. He's really taking his time. I like it.
In the cage like a vault. I ain't been the same, and you can see it in my walk. I ain't been the same, and you can hear it in my walk. I'm a bad man. I'm selling my last cent. Said that I'm capping in my words.
Wife lady.
Mama, I'm a bad man. Held down, I was a sad man.
Yeah.
I wrote a whole damn album, I bought it up and threw it in the trash can. A no pen and no pad, man. A 23, so it's a lot.
The beat's got some real thump to it too, man. The beat is really thumping. I dig that. This is a nice track. It's a nice track.
Stands, rock the party out. All the diamonds in my roller, you can see them from the side. You can see the way the VVS is dancing my mouth. I bet I'm calling up the shawty and I'm wrecking them out. I bet they're calling up the friends so they can pleasure my house. I am all on, I got top, I'm lifting up on a blouse. Resurrect me, nigga, I'm him. Got it chinchilla for my Timbs. Feel like Gucci with a Burry 06. And I'm never tired of flipping these bricks.
And the song kept me engaged. You know what I mean? I I think that's one thing sonically the song kept me engaged. You know what I mean? And with the beat, the way he kind of manipulated himself, manipulated his vocals, he really took his time and he stuck the landing. It is very Akon-ish. It is very Akon-ish. That's a good point. It definitely has an Akon feel to it. But he really stuck the landing in everything he was saying. I think, delivery is a big deal. You really got to land right. It's like gymnastics. You do all the flips, and then if you don't land it, the right way, you lose points. And that's he really stuck the landing as far as how he delivered it and how he stuck the enunciation right on point. I liked it.
And mama, I'm a bad man.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like the intro to a new album. I'd be interested to see if he uses that for the intro on his new album, because that sounds like an intro to an album. That's how I would start an album out, because the pace of it was just right. It wasn't too quick. You didn't go crazy, but you kind of set the table, let him know you was coming. The concept of being a bad man is dope. Everything he was talking about, yeah, it's fantastic, man. I'm gonna go 93 on that joint. I enjoyed that. I had really nothing that I would change. Everything was bright as far as engineering. It sounded clean. No clashing sounds. Yeah, that was dope, man. But Suave always comes with the jaunts, as the kids may say, or maybe as I say. But yeah, that was hot. Big shouts to my man Suave. Let's get into this next one. Big shout out to Guilty Conscience. This is his tape. He's got 12 songs on this joint. I Was Cold, Then I Got Hot is the name of the project. Let's see what he's got. He's got 12. So he's got some skits on here. You don't really get skits as much anymore. So I'm interested to see, you don't see that a lot on albums. You see interludes, but you don't really see skits. So let me see if I can put this here. Bingo, bango. Let's get into it. This is the intro. And then we'll pop off with that, Nate. I got you, Nate. I was cold, then I got hot. My man's right here, Guilty Conscience. Intro's a little long.
Hey. On the road to riches, I won't stop until my engine blow. And that's what I'm dead and gone. I told my mama we'll be on. I still remember nights up in that kitchen when the heat was on. I'm glad that I had nights like that, cause right now I work in the cold. I get it on. I work my ass off, feel it in every bone. I beat the clock like stone for zone. She zones on zone, so by the
D.
I'm here, I'm there, and I'm there too, like God himself made me.
What's up, cousin?
And although they may try, they just can't replicate what's in my dome. Stop. Hold on. Let me go in, nigga. Fuck y'all think this shit was?
Let's get you, nigga.
On the road to riches, I won't stop until my engine blow. And that's what I'm dead and gone. I told my mama we'll be on. I still remember.
I don't mind his sound. I think his sound is very Dirty South. Is very it's got a nice tone to it. You know what I mean? It's like it has that Houston Trader Truth feel to me. It has that Dirty South feel to me. This beat, though, I gotta tell you, this beat is not. The beat doesn't sound mixed well. It sounds like the beat was. You ever had like a shirt or a pair of pants you washed too many times? That's what the beat sounds like.
Nights up in that kitchen when the heat was on. I'm glad that I had nights like that, cause right now I work in the cold. I get it on. I work my ass off, feel it in every bone. I beat the clock like stone for zone. She zones on zone, so by that stove. I'm here, I'm there, and I'm there too, like God himself made me some clones. And although they may try, they just can't replicate what's in my domes. I'm one of a kind, and I'm just trying to reach my peers form. I feel like I live twice what I'll have it, cause I've been reborn. Heavy years they're crying up on my head, but it don't compare to thorns. I was with the smoke that's rolling loud, sounding like engine horns. I'm like Kanye with the backpack. Before he lost his mom, I be racing like a scat pack, so I can get these coins, stuffing CBD and raw cones, so I can get some snores. My shit starting to stick up in your head just like some Jimmy wine. I come from a place you won't even make it if.
I will say, so he's got a decent flow. It doesn't. So I think you might be right, D. Maybe he did just jump in the booth. Because it doesn't feel polished with the delivery, like it kind of seems like he's slurring some stuff a little bit, and he's, it just doesn't feel polished as far as the delivery goes. But he's kind of rapping, I'm not overly impressed just yet, but I also don't think it's bad. Ash, what up, bro?
They prey on the weak, but if he get caught up, you could survive. Niggas stretching every gram of coke, long lines like a pipeline. Stumping on that shit and what they used to lock, well, fuck your mind. Step up in my space and I will tell you shit to free your mind. I go in the booth, cause it's the only way I free my mind. I love
Rumors.
like fans of Lil Mike.
How you doing, bro?
And before I go, just know I'm raw like cheese without the wine. Guilty.
I'm raw like cheese without the wine.
Yo,
Yeah,
saying though, I got this shit, dog.
Cause I'll be all on social media with it. Doing little challenges and shit.
this is definitely a mixtape song. So D said it's the album cut. To me, it's
Cold as fuck.
a mixtape song.
Nigga, first off, fuck all that shit. Secondly, I'm hard as fuck. And third,
Pause.
this just the intro, man. Go to the next song.
So that was the intro right there. Guilty Conscious. Yeah, I didn't really love it. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, I thought the rapping was cool, and I thought it fit a vibe for sure. I feel like it was a mixtape track. I feel like it was one of them tracks that you could ride down the street to. But it didn't feel polished with the delivery. I do think D hit it on the head. I think he lit one up and said, let's go jump in the booth. Went and got in the booth, laid something down. Now, if he freestyled that's cold. If that was a freestyle track, that is fantastic. But if you sat and wrote that, you got to polish it up a little bit. I mean, I think delivery is key, man. Delivery is key. But I did like the sound of it, and I hated that beat. That beat, I wouldn't have selected that beat because it didn't sound mixed correctly. The beat sounded like it was, like I said, if you wash your shirt too many times, it starts to the color starts to fade. Wash your jeans too many times, they get a little too tight. That's what the beat sounded like. It just sounded washed to me. So I didn't love that. But outside of that, it was cool. I think for me, I'm probably at an 80 with it. You know, like I said, it didn't blow me away. Man, Rumors just sent the song with a very strong title. I noticed it right away. All right, let's get into it, man. We're going to hit the super chats right now. So we got Nate right now, and then we got Ash on deck. Happy Saturday night. Also, if you got student loans like I do, go check that out, man. I just found out that they 5 student loan debt relief companies, so if you've used the debt relief company, reached a $19 million settlement with about 20,000 people. So if you've had to take some loans out and then you went to a debt relief company, you might could get some money back. Let's get into this Nate joint. Let's get Nate on the screen. And he said it's a new mix. I like that you always messing with your mixes to get them right, man. And that's one of the biggest things to making music is you gotta have a solid mix, man. That could make your career. A good mix or a bad mix can delay the growth of your career. Let's get into this next with my man Nate right here. Dream MM3. Ooh, I like them shoes. Did you paint those? The red joints. Here we go. That makes sense, D. That makes sense.
And so after that, the intro comes in like bum, 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 bum.
Sulfur.
We ain't in Kansas anymore, not when I'm on the stage. All this hard work put me in a dominant state, yet I never get too comfy. It's like my father would say, the only thing I know of that is constant is change. I had to learn to adapt to this monopoly game. There's no capitalism without a ball and a chain. And if that really ended way back in the day, how come this 24?
That's a deep line. He said there is no capitalism without a ball and a chain. I think the ball and the chain he's referring to there is the job. It's work. Also, I do remember hearing this, but you really cleaned the mix up because this sounds super crispy, and I love this dreamy ass beat. This is dope. It feels like I'm walking on a cloud listening to this.
4 years that I've been a slave. Shouts to the fans and those who actually listen. I'm grateful for all the support, so don't get it twisted. But for every person who respect what I can do on a stage, there's 10 other people who try to ruin my day. Hate on my page, I never do them the same. As a matter of fact, I hope they're doing okay. I'd say my parents raised me right, keep on doing my thing, spreading positivity till I'm blue in the face. They only want me to trip, but my shoes are all laced, so they put the same hurdles up for every dude in the race. And ironically, those the same people who will complain about the state of the world and act like you were to blame. They can't see the problem as if they don't own a mirror, convince themselves that I'm blind, yet I couldn't see clearer. Man, I can only hope they're gonna get it one day. A little bit of respect can go a long way. And speaking of respect, lately had a lot less for anything else other than my process. To my friends who tryna make me think some better thoughts, sorry that I miss your calls, I've been in my head, dog. People only call me when they need something, wonder why I keep my feet running. Saw it with Mac and I saw it with Pete. They ain't gonna love me till I'm 6 feet I'd say I can't believe y'all, but I do, cause I got eyes that can see y'all and how you treat celebrities. So stop with that cheap talk. You know someone with fame, I know someone is. No one has it easy, y'all can really make me nauseous. You see the wins, not the losses. Trust, there's a lot, kids. Trust. You know somebody's name, I know someone in. Try to set examples, but to keep it on the real. With the mistakes that I make, I already find it clear. If I ever feel.
So one thing I was thinking about while I was listening to that, Nate, number one, you always drop a gem. You be having these very wise thoughts that you'll just sprinkle in. I can't remember what you said earlier on. You said a few things on this song that were just like, oh, that's dope. Like you and I like raps that give you a little bit of wisdom and clarity in them, and you have those throughout your music. The only thing I can say is with these streams of consciousness, I wish you would break them up a little bit. I don't know how you would do that. Maybe just let the track breathe a little bit and come back. But for me as a listener, I don't have a ton of patience. Anybody will tell you, shouts to my mom if she's watching. I don't have a lot of patience, and most people that know me know it. But I like listening to you, but sometimes you drop so much on a person's head that and it's a good thing for some people because they'll go back and listen to it. I would probably go back and listen to this. I'll give you that. But I think on the whole, you probably want to let the track just breathe a little, give it a little space, and then come back in with the second half of your thoughts. Because it's almost like watching a long movie or reading a book that, that's not, I wouldn't say it's not interesting because your rhymes are good and it sounds great, but I don't know. I kind of need a little break to come back to it. Also, the reverb, I see that too. It is very spacious.
The pressure being someone's kid's hero. I know someone in pain. I know someone in pain. I know someone in pain. I know someone. I'll never take a bet against the youth, cause it's the youth that's gonna move forward. I just want a youth.
See, like you let that breathe and then you came back in. That's perfect because now I'm re-engaged. I like that. I like that you did that.
I'll never take a bet against the youth, cause it's the youth that's gonna move forward. I just want you to know I've been in your shoes before, and back when I felt the same, I knew someone in pain. Clairvoyant.
I like that. I like the track overall though. It had this. You created this dreamy feel, and you were telling stories in there. You were spitting real shit about how you feel. I respect that a lot. And you always drop these gems. So the writing is always straightforward and clever at the same time, which is a crazy balance. There's a lot of wisdom in the lines, and it's also straightforward enough for you to consume. But like I said, I like the fact that you broke it up at the end. I think maybe you could have done that a little earlier too. Maybe not even for long. Just, I don't know, 4 bars. 2 bars. Just give it a little space and then come back into it. You see Drake do that a lot. If you listen to a lot of Drake songs on those stream of consciousness songs, I think of like 6 p.m. in New York and things like that. He'll rap, and then just let the track breathe, and then rap. And I think that's a great way to approach it. So outside of that, man, that's great. I don't really have a lot. I mean, I gave a lot of thoughts, but there's nothing on the technical aspect of it really bothers me too much. And I thought the execution of the song was smart and well done. So I'm gonna go Yeah, no, I like it a lot more. Yeah, you cleaned it up a lot. Also, keep in mind, like a lot of music, everything is frame of mind related, right? But yeah, no, I like it a lot. Yeah, I think you cleaned it up to a large degree. And to be honest, sometimes if a mix is bad on something, it hinders the song a lot for me. Especially, I know for a fact I can hear you better on this one, and that's what changed it for me. I know the last time you sent this through, I legit, because you sent it through in like one of them kind of band lab type joints. It was one of them like things that you put it on. It doesn't have like any real it just has the sound wave on it. And I remember saying I can't hear what he's saying, but now I can hear you beautifully. So yeah, that was good, bro. That was good, bro. Nick Cannon has said he's got 12 kids, 6 baby mamas, and it says having so many little ones is not always the most straightforward job. He has the nerve to say his biggest guilt is not being able to spend time with each of his kids. He currently has 11 and 1 on the way. Being the father of multiple kids, it's always the biggest guilt on me that I don't get to spend enough time with them. Bro, stop doing that then. Not hard. I'm going to get that last joint. I liked it, man. I think that's another 93 for me, maybe 94. Little bit of space in there. It's probably 95, 96. I mean, it's definitely working its way up for sure. Let's get into this next one. The homie Ash sent 3 songs. So I'm just going to make executive decisions out here. And I'm going to play this first one. Let's get Ash on the screen real brief like. But yeah, that was good. It was much improved. I remember liking it before, but it was so the mix was so bad it was causing like distortion in my headphones. Like it was not great. So I had a pretty significant problem with that. Only thing I would say this time is just like, yeah, man, just leave a little space, let it breathe a little bit. You giving these deep bars about life, bro. You know, some people, namely me, it could be a lot for them depending on the day of week and where their mind is at. Let's get into this. 21 Savage, Ash. Oh, okay. The name of the song is Rider, 21 Savage and Ash. So I don't know if this is like a remix Ash did. Let's find out. Big shots to my man Ash. How's life, Ash? How are you, my brother? My Oklahoma homie.
Trying to put my Jimmy on your lipstick. Straight up. AK with the start longer than a
Trying to put my Jimmy on your lipstick. All right, 21.
lipo.
21.
Like it's fat, think they need lipo. Straight up. All this ice on me.
Don Martell.
Show. Straight up. Shoot you in your
My
cap.
man. No, it's just Don.
Yeah. Riding in the Maybach, I got the brains blow. Yeah. Pass it to my brother, yeah, we exchange hoes. Yeah. Riding through the 6, y'all niggas can't go.
Yeah, Chris and Knight, I got you, bro. I'm not gonna play all the songs back to back, but I got them all in the rundown. I'm gonna play 2 of them and I'll play the other one next week.
Not near a nigga wouldn't shoot. I'm a couple Zans deep. Call the Uber, take his coupe. All my niggas body clava, call him sight. She's got a problem, I'm not fighting. Pull a Glock, I get excited. Shit enticing. Got a zombie, bitch, I'm lighting.
You pull a Glock and you get excited. I don't know, bro. That's not great.
Stick him up. Check his pockets, he got money, he not giving up. Chin check a nigga, take his chain, and this ain't thick enough. Take it back, put him in the Honda, hit the ATM for bigger rats. Get that bass jumping, now I'm thumbing. Zans got me blacking out. Pistol whip his pussy ass, try to run his mouth, drop his ass out the woods.
Ash talks some of that gangster-ish better than most people. He really sounds threatening. Like from what I've seen, Ash is a really nice person. But he be sounding menacing on these joints. Like
that bitch go walk it out. Man, check his ass again. Watch a minute.
I can't keep it tucked, 12 gauge with the bucks. Say you bout that action, let me see you drop your nuts. I ask you what you doing, but I'm really trying to fuck. Obstruction of officers, I ain't trying to cuff. AR with the scope, y'all niggas better duck. We shootin' at the ground soon as you try to duck. I'm a German Shepherd, little nigga, you a duck. Bullet so big, thought I hit him with a truck.
Thought I hit him with a truck.
Lipstick. AK with the start longer than a light pole. All my pockets fat through the 6, y'all niggas can't go.
I was waiting for more Ash. I did like the verse, Ash. You do be rapping that gangster very well. That Murder Case song is ridiculous too. That song is stupid. But yeah, Ash talks that. Ash should make you think. I don't know, and I do think he has a lot of gangsta in him. Don't get it twisted. The homie's a nice guy, but I do think he'll probably get scrappy with it. But yeah, man, you talk that gangster very well. So we got some rumors on the way. Let's get to that, and then we're gonna jump back into this. I was cold, then I got hot. I got some more from Ash on the way. I got a couple different rumors joints, a couple more Ash joints. It's gonna be a good night of music, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with your boy. Big shouts to Harvard University, man. We're gonna talk about that. Harvard is doing things it needs to do. I like it. Let's get into this next one, my man. Rumors. Let's get him on the screen here. Rumors, how you been, dog? How you been? What's life treating you like, man? So I was thinking about, we all sent that 21. Can you do something for me? I was telling the wife, man, Drake has to be the most self-confident, comfortable person on earth. There's no way I could have rapped that like that. 21, can you do something? And it's gone viral. It's made him a lot of money. So I really respect the fact that he can be so effeminate. I can't, like, it's not in me to do something like that. And that's a me problem. But I think it's pretty dope that he's able to make money doing it. I don't want them making memes of me out of wrestling things. I'm not into that. I don't want to. I don't like the effeminate stuff. All right, so we actually got a link here I can bring up on the screen. So big shouts to Garrett, Ghoulie. I rock with Garrett. Garrett's a hard rapper. My man Rumors, a FU letter.
Jam rock vibes, baby.
Yeah, me know the know me like that. Back up on my nuts, man. Yeah.
Center boys.
I said, shawty wanted love, but I'm a savage. I think she had enough, yeah, I really let her have.
Okay.
You at the top, I just go bad shit. I just want a new it, swerving with a pattern. Shawty wanted love, but I can't let it happen. Count racks up, ain't got time for the sad shit. For the 40 up.
Living
sounds good, man. Record sound and you know we spin it back. Yeah, I've been all alone, but that's just been emotion. I've been flowing through emotions. Feels like I'm in the ocean, moving sound like it's slow motion. Said he's slipping on that potion, treading water, so I'm hoping that I'll find you in the open. Ooh. Down back, girl, I need you. I don't think that I thought this through. My whole world I'ma give to you. But
I love this so far. This kind of sing pain. I like this. I'm gonna give to you. I love it. I'm feeling the pain on this.
But they say, girl, it's always you. I don't ever know what I would do because a day without you I could never do. Test my love, girl, you know it's true. I've been on my own for too long. I know that you hate me, I don't blame you cause I'm wrong. I've been on my own for too long. I know that you hate me, I don't blame you cause I'm wrong. Shawty wanted love, but I'm a savage. I think she had enough, yeah, I really let her have it. She said, why you at the top? I just go bad shit. I just want a new whip, swerving with a paddock. Shorty wanted love, but I can't let it happen. Count racks up, ain't got time for the sad shit. For the 40 up, living lavish. Put a record on and you know we spin it back.
Shit, I'm on too loud right now. Bitch, don't talk. Half this shit is all your fault. And then the hat comes from your mama. And ain't no way it could've made it fall. I was only 13 when I ain't got proud.
Now this is too auto-tuned to me. The key of this auto-tune sounds off. And I can't make out what he's saying. And again, this, as I mentioned earlier, I don't love listening to stuff where I can't understand what they're saying.
And I never knew count racks up, ain't got time for the sad shit. For the 40 up, living lavish. Put a record on and you know we spin it back.
Shit, I'm on too loud right now. Bitch, don't talk. Half this shit is all your fault. And then the hat comes from your mama. And ain't no way it could've made it fall. I was only 13 when I ain't got proud. And I never knew well with drama. Oh my god, bitch, what's the problem? Oh no, I'm so cold. I hurt your feelings, I ain't got no soul. And you can't believe that I called you a hoe. Even though you from my friends about a week ago. That's so old, I heard it before. I hope you know you never were the one for me. I look into our future and I see that you are
shorty wanted love, but I'm a savage.
And that verse wasn't bad either. I just think that when the beat dropped, it kind of drowned out the verse, and then when the beat went away for a little bit, it was clear, and I could really hear him a little better, and then it came back. So I just think you gotta, like, the way that verse was mixed was a little bit rough, and I think maybe just trim that. The auto tune was too thick on that. Trim that. And it's gonna sound a little better.
She had enough, yeah, I really let her have it. She said, why you at the top? I just go bad shit. I just want a new whip, swerving with a paddock. Shorty wanted love, but I can't let it happen. Count racks up, ain't got time for the sad shit. For the 40 up, living lavish. Put a
The song is starting to drag a little bit right now too.
Shawty, I'm a star, you know that I'm a bandit. I got a Ryan's belt that I keep a couple bands in. You say that you love me,
What was that bar? I got Orion's belt something. What was that?
I got a Ryan's belt that I keep a couple bands in. You say that you
Orion's belt I keep a couple bands in.
on my bandwidth, baby, for the streets, you're the bitch that I abandoned. Call my phone, it'll ring all day. Text my line, but relocate. I'm catching all these bodies, how you think that we will be okay? Fucked you once and I feel no shame. Played you twice, your heart's in pain. I'm a soldier for these women, make them love me, then I move away.
I said shawty wanted love, but I'm a savage. I think she had enough, yeah, I really.
Honestly, I think we could have did without the middle verse. I think the middle verse was ghouly. I don't think it was a bad verse. I just think I actually wanted more rumors on this because you really brought some energy to it, and the song was kind of dragging toward the end. So I feel like, you know, we cut out the middle verse. You probably skim 40 seconds off the song. Nobody's gonna listen to a 3-minute, 50-second song. That's unlikely. But you trim this up. This isn't bad.
Let her have it. She said, why you at it up? I just go bad shit. I just want a new whip, swerving with a padded. Shorty wanted love, but I can't let it happen. Count racks up, ain't got time for the sad shit. Put a 40 up, living lavish. Put a record on, and you know we spin it back, bitch.
Garrett Gooley, rumors. Yeah, so the song is good. It was way too long. It dragged on a bit. Like I said, with Gooley's verse, it sounded too auto-tuned. It really got drowned out by the beat in his section. I don't think it was made on the same microphone or whenever it was mixed. I don't know. The treatment of his vocals was a little too rough. I thought Rumors did a great job. I thought he cleaned it up well. I think we could have just stuck with those two verses and shortened the song about a minute. Give me 250 on that instead of 350. I think we in there like swimwear. I'm gonna get that joint in 87. I didn't mind it. It did drag a little bit for me, but the first verse, Garrett that dude is a talented. That was beautiful. That was dope. Let's keep moving. We got more music on the way. Also, I was talking about Harvard. They just hired their first black president. Big shouts to Claudine Gay, the first black president of Harvard. I know it's a lot of people probably mad about that, but that's dope. She's been at the school since 2018, and she finally got the shot to be the president. So big shouts to that. Big shouts to Harvard. Let's get into this next one, man. The album of the night, the feature artist, our man, Guilty Conscience. The name of this joint is I Was Cold, Then I Got Hot. This is track 2. The name of this one is Finer Things. Let's check it out.
Sincere, noble, suckers.
Guilty. I'm so goddamn cool. I damn near blue. Like an inner tube. I'm so damn high. They tried to clip my wings. They don't want me up in the sky. They out that goddamn mind. If they ever think that I'm coming down. Man, fuck a hater, but I love them, no. Never give them dab, never hug them, no. It can be your sister or your brother, ho. They out of their mind if they don't see a nigga hover, ho. I be hustling every day, I'm trying to get it. But what is all the money without respect? I close the door on a nigga if I don't get it. You only get one chance, it ain't no recess.
Yeah, I'm a diamond in the rough. If you got claws, I got jewels, but 50 cents ain't enough. Like 50 cents, I was thugged. The game left me with extra wounds. Rough riding like DMX. Since I exited the womb, my people come from royalty. Uncles and aunties in them coons. I climbed the ladder to...
This is interesting. Yeah. So I don't think it's a singing problem for me. Well, I got two problems. If you're gonna sing like that, the songwriting has got to be really tight. And there was a few. I don't know. The way I rap is I always try to end on a rhyme. I don't know. That's ingrained in me. I grew up on Eminem, so ending off of a rhyme it makes problems in my head. But yeah, I don't think it was wobbly and uncertain. I like that. That's a great way to put it. It didn't feel super confident. I don't think it sounded awful, but it definitely didn't sound like he was confident with doing it. And it also, again, it didn't sound practiced. It didn't sound like the one thing I always try to do. I mean, I might be wrong, might be right. I don't know, but I always try to make sure it sounds like I practice my verses because I practice them. And it didn't sound like he practiced that. And I think the songwriting could have been sharper right there.
Success and ended up on top of tanks. It's a steel cage mess. The world is every breath that I exhale be causing a turbulence.
I'm so goddamn cool. I damn near blue. Like an
so damn high, they tried to clip my wings. They don't want me up in the sky. They got that goddamn mind. If they ever think that I'm coming down, ain't no sense of chasing the wind, cause you ain't never gonna catch it. I treat money like a dog do a frisbee. I'm a fetch, you got pistols in every room. Yeah, I'm protecting my possessions, quite possessive. And I got people I die for, that ain't a question. You ever ran across my conversations? There's a lesson. Your mind is a rubber band and the information was stretching. I was raised with a good heart, but it's turning to Armageddon. I see a thing about the younger me eating mama's spaghetti. I always had a plan to spread green around like some relish, and I grew to be slick.
I think he's got to shorten these. I agree. Damn, Rumors is giving us the clinic right now. Words are starting together. The other thing is, like, I'm a big fan of getting out while you're doing well. I think you got to shorten these songs. I mean, I know this is only 3:0. I know this one's only 3:09, but like it already feels long. And I think the highlight of this song for me, I actually didn't mind the hook. I do see Rumors with your point about like how it sounds a little wobbly, because it does. But that was more of a surprising element to me than him rapping. And then when the first verse, or the first portion where he was rapping, was good, and now I kind of feel like, all right, I think I'm over this.
Cause I'm a stepper for the likes of me, like how you not hustling? Man, I don't get it. I'm trying to make my hustles colder than a North Dakota winter. I got so many slashes on my head for them doors I try to enter, and I wear so many hats, that's why my hair starting to thin and shit. And I ain't talking about a new era, my nigga. I'm hustling for a new era, you nigga. I'm so goddamn cool.
Like, I actually like that. I'm so goddamn cool. Like, that's actually a really cool way to start a song. Like that's actually kind of dope right there.
I damn near blue, like an inner tube. I'm so damn high, they tried to clip my wings. They don't want me up in the sky.
That's where it caused some problems. They tried to clip my wings. I didn't. Very scattered, not structured. Yeah, Rumors, you're saying all you're giving the class right now.
Got that goddamn mind. If they ever think that I'm coming down.
That was Guilty Conscience. I was cold, then I got hot. Let's get back into some people who hit the super duper chats. Let's get into another Rumors joint, and then we'll play another Ash. Then we'll jump back into the joint. I was cold and I got hot. So far, it's okay. I'm lukewarm with it right now. We'll see what it has to offer. Let's play this next Rumors joint, Sacrifice. Put a new mix on this joint as well. Let's see how it's sounding. Big shouts to Rumors. Let's get them on the screen. Rumors. Diddy just had a new baby too. All these 50-year-old people having babies is crazy to me. I just had a baby about a month ago. I'm 36, and yeah. I wouldn't at 50. It's hard enough at 36. At 50, you're out your mind. Let's get into this. Sacrifice, our man Rumors. My boy Rumors always bringing the horns. Gotta love the horns, man. Oh, what's that? The organ? The organ right there? I like that.
I know yesterday you wanna see me down as a soul. Hard to call me out of the show. Hard to pull me out of the snow. I was numb to the pain, but my heart's grown cold. It's hard to figure out where I go. Till you find out, I don't know. I've sacrificed my life and my soul. Couple babies on a sudden napkin, you know.
Usually, I'm my biggest critic, let's admit it. Even when I put 100% on these middies, it ain't good enough. I tear it up, then break it down, no progress. People hating how it sounds, I double down the process. My homies gas me up, but lately I've been empty. My check engine light is on, but the crash is so tempting. I've given up so many times, it's hard to quit quite simply. Cause how can I get to that green when I'm filled with envy? Critics say I got a lack of talent. I whine on every track, but I ain't getting drunk. From the rose till my rose is black. On my casket, this is madness, why they waiting for my coffin? Should I say that way too often? Don't wanna be apologetic, no I said it, get the message. I ain't getting credit till the medic says I'm copacetic. And I think I learned my lesson. Everybody wants my blessings, but I've been out for a while. Sacrifice it for a second, a thing.
Wanna see me down as a soul.
Oh, that's cool right there.
Out of the show.
That's cool, right? You sound like Logic a little bit right there. I like that. I gotta tell you, man, you getting your white Meek Mill on right now, man. You're screaming on the tracks, and I don't think you have to. It's such a tough thing because I know that's kind of your style. You bring that energy to the track. I think it would help for you to be more selective of when you use that style. Because I don't think you have to use that style all the time. And I like this singing right. This might be something you might want to dig into right here.
Blessings, but I've been out for a while. Sacrifice it for a second. A thing.
You wanna see me down as a soul. Hard to cut me out of the show. Hard to pull me out of the snow. I was numb to the pain, but my heart's grown cold. It's hard to figure out where I go.
Till you find out, I don't know. I sacrificed my life in the song. A couple pennies on the song, and their opinions are low.
Oh, I like that change up. That's fire. Taking a page out of Ash's book right there. Like that.
Okay, fuck you, I don't need your pity. People know I run the city. Got a girl that thinks she's pretty.
Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that.
I made an album straight from scratch. Oh, I don't know the tracks, but this one here I'm done with that. People say I've gotten cocky, I just say I found my way. I'm laying down my arrogance, I eat the
I like that.
homie, that was yesterday. And if you really down,
I like that.
the trebuchet. Yeah, I beat on exposure. My freedom is vulgar. They need them pulled over. You gotta catch me first. I got an
Yeah, that's cool right there. Yeah.
fucking multiverse. Doctor,
Out the multiverse.
take a minute. Just a marvel.
Yeah, that switch up was hard.
Be a comic till I stood up for myself. Took a page out the book. Now I'm sending them to hell.
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard. That switch up was hard. That switch up was hard. Big shout out to Rumors. That the second half of that song is an absolute keeper. I don't even need the first half. There was a portion there where you did that singing. Like I said, you sounded like Logic a little bit right there. I thought that was dope. I would dig more into that kind of singing. I don't know exactly what to call that kind of area that you had. It was like real quick. It was like 4 bars. It was so fast, but that was dope. And then that switch up. And see, that's the kind of song, Rumors. That's the kind of thing where you need to have that energy, that fit. I feel like it didn't fit the first half. I almost feel like because you had the switch up, you shouldn't have been yelling at all. The whole first part of that song should have been a little more chill, a little bit more subdued. And then when the switch up comes, it's almost like the Dreams and Nightmares thing, the Meek Mill joint. Meek Mill was yelling the whole time, but you know, he's just rapping. Hold up, wait, you know, and then it changes, and all of a sudden it's this explosion. And you could have had that same effect on this song, but you were going hard the whole time. You know what I mean? So you got to scale back the yelling and know when to use that. That energy is your superpower, but you gotta be a little bit more deliberate when you use it and not be so free-handed about just going in and yelling. Big shots to homie Rumors. That second half was fire. That second half was like a 98, bro. That second half was cold. The first half, you know, grading it collectively, yeah. No, I know. Yeah, your change up, but your change ups also they don't always change the tempo like dramatically. Like that changed the tempo of the song dramatically, so that's why you notice it more. And that's fair. I don't always catch them, not perfect, but I do. And I did notice that. Actually, I made a point about the switch up at the end of that track where you let it breathe a little bit. So I noticed that part of it. So give me a little credit. But yeah, man, that's the second part. The first, like grading it collectively, you know, none of it was really bad. I just wish you hadn't used so much energy on the first portion of it. So altogether, it's probably like a 80. It's probably like a 90. It was good. That second part though, you had me ready to go out and make mistakes, man. That was one of them joints you go outside and do some things that you regret later. I like that. We're gonna play some more Ash, and then we're gonna get back into the featured joint of the night. The first listen, I was cold, then I got hot. Let's get in this West London joint featuring AD Dub. We'll get Ash on the screen while the song plays. Bingo, how easy was that?
All my niggas super, real, just Southside shooter. We get you toe tag, close case, I don't know, man. We nothing to play with, pussy neck if you ever say shit. Nigga. All my niggas swoopers, real, they'll Southside shooters. We get you toe tag, close case, I don't know, man. We nothing to play with, slice your neck if you ever say shit.
Whoa, whoa. A different time, a different country. Blaze so long, man, then keep running. Trip to the bell, go back, you're bluffing. Bounce so tick, pop out like a muffin. South London, London, man, take your Gucci. Eastside rep sliced down to the bone. Catch me at home, but I'm never at home. Some too light for the pirates.
Smoke not enough for my fucking pilot. Eastern you always fall for the P's and G's.
Got top in, but she do it on knees. Please, I'm in the flat with the mash and the keys.
Some too light for the pirates.
Tell me she Christian, I say I'm Dior. You know. Hey, hey, hey. Tell me she Christian, I say I'm Dior.
Say she not fucking with out of the door.
HQ vibe with a man, don't tell it.
Talk too much, sound just like a parrot.
Try to read futures, something like a terrorist. Back shot blow when I'm up on the terrace.
Bomb pussy, man, I think she a terrorist.
He said bomb coochie, man, I think she's a terrorist. That's cold. A terrorist, that's cold.
All my niggas hoopers, real deal Southside shooters. We get you toe tag, close case, I don't know, man.
I don't really know how to judge that. I thought the flow was pretty fire from both artists. I'm not big on the UK sound. I don't mind it. I reviewed UK music on my YouTube. I like some of it. I don't know. That was really matter of fact and straightforward. It didn't do a lot for me, honestly. There were some bars in there. There were some bars in there, though. Ash said a few things. I just don't really know what to do with it, though. It was very kind of monotone all the way through. I couldn't differentiate the two artists that well. I heard Ash when he came in the beginning of the song after Do Rap, and then they kind of did a back and forth toward the end. I think probably had to listen to it again to really follow it as much. It didn't sound bad though, so it's kind of nondescript for me. It's almost like pizza. You know, it don't always have to be great to be good. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably go 87. I ain't mind it. I don't think I would listen to it again though. I don't think I would spin that one around. I don't think I'd play it again, but I didn't mind it. I also wouldn't have skipped it. So that's saying something, right? It held my attention long enough for me to continue to listen to it, but it didn't blow me away for anything. It didn't really have any characteristics that were like, oh man, you know, just some cool bars. Very, very UK sound. Very, like I said, it's very straightforward. Let's get to this next one. I was cold, then I got hot. This is Guilty Conscious. This is the skit. This is Snacks, skit one.
Oh man.
That was Ash right there, Nate. Ash and AD London.
I don't even know where to start. We might run out of tape for this shit.
Facts, rumors.
See, about 2006, 2007, when he pulled out the book on me, showed me he got all this shit he wrote. I'm like, man, you can't spit.
I gotta tell you, I don't think anybody should put a skit on their album over 30 seconds, and it has to be really good. I just don't think, especially if an artist that's not established, and this is not a shot at you, bro. This is just my general thought. If you're not an established artist, I would really try to trim the fat on anything you do, because you don't have a lot of time to get people's attention. And if you're just talking on this, I'm already checking out. So I'm gonna play it through, but I don't feel like it's a good idea to do stuff like this, especially not 2 minutes. I think that's unless you start rapping, we'll see.
He like, man, I've been writing all this since I was like 9, you know, just a bunch of raveled up papers, and some of it was in the notebook, you know, together. And then, what was it, Lil Phil? Yeah, Lil Phil, he robbed him for the book. He robbed him for the book, so he had to come back, you know, with all new shit. And he used to be sending text messages, hey man, I done came up with a metaphor. He'd be like, man, a metaphor, and you know you good, so you can make it. You know. But then I count around, I see Guilty Conscious.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to move on from that. I'm not listening to these skits. Bro, don't I mean, you know, if you have a following maybe in your hood, like a good following in your hood, and like you think you know people that will listen to this, I suppose. But the general, for marketing purposes, the general world doesn't care. Until you make great songs, like, no one cares about your story until they find you interesting enough to listen to it. So I don't know, at least in the first 2 songs, you haven't established that credibility with me where I'm going to be like, oh, I want to hear this. It's like, bro, you got 2 minutes of you saying stuff? Not interested now. Let's keep it moving. This is In My City, Lil Ronnie. Guilty Conscience featuring Lil Ronnie, excuse me. But yeah, bro, I'm not don't do it. Don't do a 2-minute joint and not talk about nothing. Well, and that Mickey Mouse Trap House is probably one of the funniest songs I've ever. It's funny, and it took a lot of talent to do that. So that's perfectly fine because that's hitting people out of left field. I guarantee you, when somebody turns that on, they're gonna be like, "What is going on right now?" But that's entertaining, and you're gonna be like, "Oh my god, this guy's crazy." What he just did, with all due respect, yeah, because it was crazy and it was dope, and it was like funny and like good rapping, so, like it was good. That was just word vomit.
Oh, that motherfucker Bill gotta let a nigga wait for a minute.
Bro, we're at 35 seconds and I haven't heard any music yet. This, bro, guilty conscience, with all due respect, bro, you wasting folks' time, man. People got busy lives, bro.
Yes.
If you got it on your mind, you better do it. Ain't no time to waste. Something on my brain, I write it down like when I write for tapes. Sticking to my game, my hands together, then I peel the paste. You can make life sweet, but you can get stuck like a measuring tape. Moved up on my city, niggas dying, these little niggas apes. And it's on my city, we barely listen to each other's tapes. It's outside our city, work it downloaded and get to play. When there's a couple niggas that been working for about a decade. Bread wet like tres leches. They get it, then they wash it up.
Tres leches.
My city where they weigh it, then they box it up. And nowadays, niggas would rather shoot than to box them up. Win, lose, or draw, at least you live, but they ain't box you up. Niggas sliding like a mighty duck without a hockey puck. Where I'm from, they see you getting money, then try to size you up. Pretend to be on your team, niggas on other shit. Where who you fucking with, and G County, they hungry, bitch. In my city, it was 6 deaths in a week. In my city, they ain't trying to hear him preach. And in my city, the biggest nigga can be a leech. And I love my city, but a nigga had to leave. In my city, ain't no code, they got the cheats. In my city, you would get hit on a beach. And in my city, we ain't got nothing to reach.
Yeah.
And I love my city, but a nigga had to leave.
In the city where it's poppin', that it really ain't no peace. Been a test, Glizzy bring it with me like my keys. Niggas think cause they don't know the ops that I ain't got no beef. You gotta think that I've been swimming with them sharks since I could breathe. When them blocks was still there, way before them hurricanes. They checking niggas by that shit you claim, like what you bang. Quit it, think you in the loop, whole time you was a stain. From the bottom, everybody playing chess, it ain't no game. You can lose your life. I know some killers here first, you wanna pay that price. I'm telling you now, that shit ain't worth it, bro, fuck all them lights. These niggas acting like that street shit come with stripes. I'm here to tell you that it don't. In
my city, it was 6 deaths in a week. In my city.
So I like Lil Ronnie's verse. I think Guilty got to come a little bit more creatively, man. It's not, and that could be partially me. I'm a bar rapper. I'm not hearing a ton of bars. It's a lot of narrative storytelling. It's a lot of talking about your life and stuff like that. That doesn't necessarily move the meter.
City, they ain't trying to hear him preach. And in my city, the biggest nigga can be a leech. And I love my city, but a nigga had to leave.
In my city, ain't no code, they got the cheats. In my city, you get hit up on the beach. And in my city, we ain't got nothing to reach. And I love my city, but a nigga had to leave.
I really like the interest that I got when Lil Ronnie's voice came on. Like, it was, you could tell it was mixed better. So that's the one thing, Guilty. I don't hear a lot of ad libs and a lot of layering to your vocals. Your vocals sound very dry, and that also kind of makes them sound boring. Like, you got to be a little bit more. You got to find areas of the flow that you can maybe do a double or throw some unique ad libs on there. Because I'm not hearing a lot of that. It just sounds really dry. It just sounds kind of like somebody playing the drums in the hallway or something. It just doesn't have a lot of treatment. The acoustics don't sound great on it. And then outside of that, like, the homie kind of bodies you a little bit. Lil Ronnie's verse was much better, and honestly, I think that should have came first. But the thing about Lil Ronnie's verse is it had that nice detail to it. It felt layered. It felt mixed well. It almost felt like he sent you a mixed verse that you put on your joint, and then it didn't even up. You know, there was real quality engineering on his verse, and it sounded like it was lacking a bit on yours. So I don't know what to attribute that for. I don't know. Maybe you just don't add that kind of color to your verses, or maybe his was just a little bit better in that instance. But it didn't really blow me away on that one. I'm not really I'm not too deeply impressed just yet. That one right there was okay, but I think Lil Ronnie saved it. With Lil Ronnie on there, it's like an 83. But again, the beat didn't sound like much either, and it didn't. You picking these like YouTube sounding beats that sound like somebody made them in like, you know, on like a older computer and didn't really know how to flush out the mixing to make it sound great. They just sound empty. Yeah, it's not that hard for me to pinpoint it. The verse is just, you know, the treatment on his voice as far as guilty conscience, it doesn't seem like it has a lot of extra effort put into it. It sounds like a lot of one take joints that he mixes down and then gets and then puts out. You know, it needs a little bit more detail. It needs a little bit more vocal manipulation, a little bit more change up the pattern of your rhymes. A lot of the rhyme patterns in the songs, they finish the way they start. So you start in one note, you know, bada bada, like that one was like da 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 da, and it never changed from that. So if you're just giving us the same sound over and over, you know, people tune out. You know, like Rumor said. Let's get into this next one. This is a beat from the homie E.G. Steezy. E.G. Steezy makes some pretty good beats. I rock with homie. I found him through my man FF. Big shouts to the bro FF. Let's check out this E.G. Steezy joint. Then we got one more Ash song, and then we'll jump back into the Guilty Conscience joint. This is Finite, 130 BPM, A minor, our man E.G. E.G. Steezy. Shy Light, what up, though? I got your song. It's going to be played later in the show, unless you want a super chat. You did send it through mighty late. All good, though. We'll definitely play it. This is mixed well. It's very airy. It sounds like a morning time beat. Sounds like I'm getting up in the morning, getting ready for work type of beat. 808 sounds nice. He's got a lot of sounds in this, man. It's kind of busy. A little too busy for me. I do like busier beats, but this is almost a little too much going on. Like I said, it feels like a sunrise. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's a cool beat to listen to. I don't know about rapping to it, though. Like, you know, I just don't know what kind of... And this reminds me of something like you put Kyle on, Super Duper Kyle. It sounds like something you put him on. Or Lil Yachty. Let's see if we get a little change up action right here. Yeah, Nate, you could probably do something with this. That's facts. You probably do something real dope with this too. That was E.G. Steezy, Finite. Yeah, I can see you on that, Nate. I can see you doing something really creative with that. You've got these FF shit. I was just thinking about you. I'm like, man, I ain't talked to... we always send messages back and forth. We actually haven't actually talked in a while. I miss you, boy. I miss you, FF. I like the beat. It's not for me, for sure. It definitely has that E.G. Steezy. It definitely has that early morning, going to work in a good mood kind of vibe to it. Like I said, Super Duper Kyle type, Lil Yachty type type bars on that. It's not my style, but I see the value in it. It's more of like ambient noise in the background to me though. I can't really see a song being put together on that. I would probably go, wasn't bad though. I'd probably go 86. Wasn't bad. Everybody loves FF. FF's the man. Also, Don Montel, my man Noah is Don, bro. TikTok may be getting banned soon. I don't know if y'all know, but TikTok has been banned in several states. Now, I think the ban is for government issued phones and tablets. But Alabama, Idaho, Iowa, Maryland, Nebraska, North Dakota, Oklahoma, South Carolina, South Dakota, Texas, and Utah have all banned TikTok. Like I said, I got to double check. I believe it's for government issued phones and peripheral devices. But yeah, that's kind of significant. I mean, the government is saying, "Hey, we can't have these on our devices." That China, spying thing could be real. I don't know, but when I saw that, I was like, "Damn." So, if you are a TikTok enthusiast, things might get iffy. Things might get iffy. FF just sent the beat through. Let's see. We got another Ash to do. We're gonna get into this FF because he showed up and I missed him. And then we're gonna get into that Ash. Then we're gonna jump back into the I was cold, then I got hot. What are y'all feelings on that? I was on the tape tonight. Almost, yeah, the red states, big facts. Yeah. There's also another thing that Texas just did that's crazy. We're gonna talk about that shortly. Actually, two things I saw. We'll talk about that. How are y'all feeling about this tape tonight? I was cold, then I got hot. Overall, it sounds a little YouTube me, my guys. My man Don said, problems are coming. I'm gonna make a move. You gotta pivot early. Let's get to this beat and put my man FF on the screen. Yeah, I'm not loving the tape so far, and I just gotta keep it a buck because that's what I do. I appreciate Guilty for sending it through. But a lot of it sounds a little dated to me. It reminds me of almost like 2015 Jeezy type sound. You know what I mean? It's just not current. And I understand. Look, man, a lot of my stuff probably is the same way. So I'm not I'm not. It's not a judgment thing, but it is kind of like all right, you got to take some aspects of the newer sound and you got to incorporate it in music. Let's get to this. Big shout out to FF. FF always looking cool. FF was a white dude that was always hanging out with the black people. You could tell. He was always hanging out with the black folks. Let's get into this normal. My man FF, E minor, 150 BPM. I've been muting it and hopping on TikTok. Oh no. Ooh. I'm Shaleep. Hey, this is that I just lost my friend or family member. I'm crying in the bathroom, but it sounds great. Yeah, this has that rainy day. Everything is. That's one thing that FF does better than probably any producer that I know personally. His mixing always sounds fantastic. It's definitely got that rainy day, my girl just cheated on me vibe to it. The drums are sounding really, really nice on this. Why you gotta take it to somebody ODing? Good Lord. End of the movie type joint. Yeah. I could also hear a long Eminem verse on this. And I was trying to change my ways. You know what I mean? Like the aggressive but sad Eminem. hear Cudi on this. I can hear Kid Cudi on this too for some reason. It screams to me sad white boy rap though, like NF or Token. You know, it definitely has that vibe to it. Hey, see Macklemore, exactly. Also, I think hip hop has the lowest barrier of entry than other genres. That's why I think people, and it's easier to tell your story in hip hop. I feel like because you have more words. I like that a lot too. That beat was very well done. And I, you know, when I think about FF is a professional beat maker. Like, y'all don't understand this man's hustle. I got so much respect for dude, man, because his hustle is silly, man. He hustles like a dude that ain't got nothing. I love it. But I like that beat a lot too. Definitely, like I said, the sad raps, the sad rapidy raps. But I was digging it. I'm gonna get that joint in 93, maybe 94. It was so well done. It was put together. Like I said, the mix on it was well. The drums were hitting very nicely. Had that little piano that do do. That was real cool. I liked it, man. I wouldn't know what to do with it. I'm not that sad, but that was pretty good. So I was telling y'all about it. Then we're going to jump back. We're going to get some ash going and jump back into this tape. I was also telling y'all a bill has been introduced. Listen to this. That's going to keep anyone under 18 off of social media. It's going to make it illegal. And I actually don't think that's the worst idea personally, because we got a lot of kids getting killed over bullying or killing themselves over bullying. And then there's also another bill that's been introduced, I believe it's somewhere in the South, that's trying to keep porn from being created. Trying to pass a law about, what is it called? There was a phrase they used, but basically they're trying to get rid of anything obscene. So they want to try to, and they're coming after the porn industry. So they're trying to put a lot of people out of work in this country, man. A lot of people do those things. Let's get into this ass joint, then we're going to jump back into the feature artist of the night. I was cold and I got hot. This is Ash, NX, and AD Dub Misinformed. Let's check it out. Send it now, Felix.
AOT, run that shit up.
Ayo, take it, go up.
These niggas bitches in male clothes ain't gon' slide about it. Couple niggas in the field, hope they stay solid. Ask T to send me something, I'm tryna make some profit. Niggas hating on me, they just watching pockets. Elijah Wan, I'm getting boards, I feel like a rocket. Up the Drake on a nigga, yeah, that's another body. I put it on and niggas mad that that's a carbon copy. I hit his whip, ain't break no windows, and I found a Glocky. I be shit talking a lot and no nigga can stop me.
Hold the chop with his drink, go ahead pick him off. 50 round of nothing on this table, that's the dick and balls.
I like this.
Trying to, so don't get involved.
I like this because of the two styles. The first style was more that off kilter rap, a little bit off center, not perfectly lined up, and then Ash coming in smooths it out. That's nice. That's nice.
See more. Drop him off at Linux, I'm not finished. Go ahead, check his jaw. Mariano marble pistol grip. Bitch, I'm this. Told me that it's the music. I'm indigenous. Watching, bro, he finna. I'm finna. These hollows be the death of me. These diamonds straight from Tiffany. Zans with the shroom blacking out. I get epiphanies.
Oh, we running that back. Ash, relax. We running that back.
I be shit talking a lot and no nigga can stop me.
Hold the chop with his drink, go ahead pick him.
Drees, my man Drees.
Dicking balls, catch it out of town tonight. Trying to, so don't get involved, piss him off. Drop him off at Linux, I'm not finished. Go ahead, check his jaw. Mariano marble pistol grip. Bitch, I'm sick with this. Told me that me, it's the music. I'm indigenous. Watching, bro, he fit.
I'm indigenous.
These hollows be the death of me. These diamonds straight from Tiffany.
Facts.
With the shroom blacking out, I get epiphany.
Facts.
Part 1, part 2. Drop it in the drink. I done hit the diddy pop, I'm walking out the paint. All I give is thanks, but I want up. Tell me that she love me, fuck that, bitch, the sun up.
Also, you got to check out that pace change. He was giving you combination jabs, And then he sat back and just kind of watched to see where you at. Now he's throwing the harder body shots. I like this.
Werewolf, you a vampire. See your teeth in that nigga, that's the empire. Sign a little contract, then I get the cash. Leave the country, I make music for his weak ass. We got label, talk about money, give me 50K. Fuck that, the Glock in his fucking face. Up like 3 times, these niggas in my fucking way. I'ma climb to the cop fucking stairway. Hey, run it on, 80 done, nigga. Don't touch the car, the windows tinted, this the distant foreign. Everybody say they love me, well I'm misinformed. Hit the shirt, don't touch that body, that's a missing corpse. Too many drinks, so many pills, think I see the Lord. Shawty on all fours, tryna kiss the forest. The black cash Mariano countertops and the missing floors. Keep the messy on me, that's a goal I wouldn't score. Making music different monsters, see myself in force. Manifesting what I want so I can touch it more. Now I don't think you understand me, go ahead listen more.
I gotta tell y'all honestly, I think Ash may be the best rapper right now. I think he may be the best rapper right now. Sometimes when he hits that pocket, bro, it's unruly. It gets to be unruly sometimes, bro. Like, come on, man. Making it hard out here for some of us other guys, man. Chill, okay? Talk about he offered me 50K, not good enough. Up to Drake on him. Come on, man. He talks that's dope, man. That's dope, man. That's hard. I don't know what else to say. That's hard, man. I loved it. And I kind of wanted to hear more of Drees, man. I kind of wanted Drees to come back in there. I was like, I like that combination. Yeah, no. Ash is pulling up like Curry. He's pulling up like Curry and then he's shimmying. No, I know. I stand by my statement, Nate. That's not saying you're not nice. I'm not denying your talent at all, bro. But Ash should be on some other. He's hitting the 3 and then he's shimmying. No, Nate, you know you nice, man. Why you in your feelings tonight, bro? You know you nice. I've told you so on several occasions as well. Let's keep things rolling and get back into this tape, man. I was cold, then I got hot. This joint right here is Pacfib, Pacflb. Let's check it out. It's an interlude. I was cold, then I got hot, guilty conscience.
Sometimes I show emotions, sometimes I don't show emotions, sometimes I keep it in, sometimes I let that shit out.
I know, I'm about to get a diss tomorrow from Nate. I love you, Nate.
Drop the top and pray up to my heaven skies. Say a little chant before the devil ever get to rise. I remember that time when me and Snatch we tried.
Oh, this is better.
We ran out of coke, so it was extra soda when it fried. Thinking like soda when it dries. That's my hands up on the plate. Used to have fantasies of coming down for them with paper plates. Before my hands were stuck together like them shits was full of Gorilla Glue. Then some niggas on Gorilla Juice and they was fucking eights. What can I say?
Ooh, get him on Gorilla Juice.
On my plate, guided by fate. But I know even I cannot outrun the story. I'm a level boy. Had hoes in their feelings, but all I did was play this from the heart. Y'all ain't gotta forgive me, cause in them fucking days, I was crazy. Mama and granny raised me, granny and mama baby. Single ladies, marriages and work.
Hey, the flow is way more versatile on this one. See, this is what I like, Guilty. This is what I want to see more of. Your flow is way more versatile, and the content is still the content that you rap about, because you rap a lot about your life. And I think that's dope. I don't think enough artists rap about their own situations. I think a lot of people front. And you're being very, very talking about your life, but you're switching up the styles a little bit more. You're changing up the pace. It's not just so one-dimensional.
Work out and I seen how they played it. By the way, it's hard stand by and watch when all they do is cater. Swear they're amazing. They get a hoe, they make a fucking cradle. From the cradle, I was taught love, that's really not my favorite. Cause once you get to throwing your heart around, people always try to take it. I try to change it, smoke that shit away and I was all faded. My brother be telling me stories from 09, I don't remember shit. When I was smoking weed around apartments, I remember this. I would grab some leaves up off the bushes, ball them in my fist, break them hoes down and rub my fingertips and then my wrist. I wait till my chest to my parents, they couldn't smell a scent. I would chill with a bitch and see my bitch and she would smell a scent. She said that hoe was cheap cause it was body spray all on my dick. I told her she was tripping, but she was right. I swear I watched my shit. We argued, break up, got back together. We was in love and shit. But that was.
Hey, did y'all hear that? That was kind of fun. That was funny, and it was a real situation. So he said his chick called the chick he was cheating with cheap because it was body spray on his joint. He said, I swear I watched it. That was pretty fascinating right there. I'm not gonna lie, that was a pretty cool story to tell. The way you laid that out was dope.
My bitch and she was smelling shit. She said that hoe was cheap cause it was body spray all on my dick. I told her she was tripping, but she was right. I swear I watched my shit.
That's funny.
Break up and got back together. We was in love and shit. But that was what it was. I was a different time. I wouldn't do the same shit right now. I got a different mind. I used to sell them sacks to get endorsements for a different grind. I swear to God, I'm raw just like the cheese when I be sipping wine. Slow bigger for sure, bigger like rollies. I'm on a different.
That's the second line about raw cheese that he's made. You must eat cheese with wine a lot, my dude.
Wine. I done done some stuff like Evil Knievel, but that was a different time. Pouring in my cup, but for the love of boy that's still inside. I'm blessed with a heart to forget the first nigga that committed genocide. Come get on this ride and massacre after dark when you get inside.
BTOD!
When I was younger, they were so surprised when I opened my mouth. They couldn't believe the way the shit came out. You know how it's time, but it's a gift and a curse, how it came out.
Lover boy kills.
That wasn't bad. I still think it could have been 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That was the best song on the joint right now for me. Is that Pac Filled? That was dope. I thought the way you changed the flow up early on, gave it some different styles. You got in your bag a little bit. It wasn't so straightforward. I thought that was really good. I like that one, man. I like that one. I'm gonna go 90 on that joint. Again, too long for me, but I guess it was what? It ended at like, let's see. So it was about 240. So timing wise, it was about right. I don't have much to complain about with it. It was a pretty good song. You always be out, but you still be tapping in, BTOD. You are a loyal individual. Your family is lucky to have you because you got that loyalty. I respect that. But yeah, man, I thought that was better. We gonna move ahead in this tape. We got Snacks, the skit 2. If it's just talking, I'm skipping it, and then we'll get to number 7. I'm a Kill, which looks like the single on this joint.
Time came and went. Versa. I was like,
Yeah, I'm not doing it. Let's get to this next one. Number 7. I was cold, then I got hot. Guilty conscience. I'm a Kill.
Hey, make these lights red in here.
Guilty.
Okay, Riz.
I'm a kill on the beat. Rest in peace, another G. And since I killed him on the beat, I gotta kill another G. Now, nigga, that's a double G. My brother wearing double G's, and nigga, we some double G's, and I can say that honest. I'm a kill on the beat. Rest in peace, another G. And since I killed him on the beat, I gotta kill another G. Now, nigga, that's a double G. My brother wearing double G's, and nigga, we some double G's, and I can say that honestly. I'm a kill on the beat. Rest in peace, another G. And since I killed him on the beat, I gotta kill another G. Now, nigga, that's a double G. My brother wearing double G's, and nigga, we some double G's, and I can say that honestly. Navigate the beat like a road, I'ma swing on it. Feeling so good right now, I'll probably sing on it. Sipping on something so potent, it slow your brain down. I gotta watch my radar in the field before it rain down. No, hey now, I won't finish that scene, it's know I am that. I'm in the field looking for a player, trying to transact. It was weed, it was pills, my niggas robbed, I drove clean. Now I'm trying to get some real estate and leave them to my seed. I go hard in the paint, these niggas captured like some keys. I was cold and I got hot, if you just wanna know about me. I've been up and I've been down, been on the ship and on the plane. But I swear them views ain't nothing, not compared to what I've seen. I'm really top 5 on my city, but I ain't even kissed. I come with hits, and niggas can't stop from my hit on every pitch. Switch hitter, knocking that shit out, not on no funny shit. You niggas on some bummy shit, crash testing on dummy shit. I'm a kill on the beat, rest in peace another G. And since I killed him on the beat, I gotta kill another G. Now nigga, that's a double G.
I don't love the hook. I don't know. The rapping was okay. It sounds like a West Coast song that's not West Coast enough. I don't know. That makes sense to y'all? Like, it sounds West Coast, but it's not really West Coast.
Wearing double G's, and nigga, we some double G's, and I can say that honest. I'm a kill on the beat. Rest in peace, another G. And since I killed him on the beat, I gotta kill another G. Now, nigga, that's a double G. My brother wearing double G's, and nigga, we some double G's, and I can say that honestly. I'm a kill on the beat. Rest in peace, another G. And since I killed him on the beat, I gotta kill another G. Now, nigga, that's a double G. My brother wearing double G's, and nigga, we some double G's, and I can say that honestly. Guilty.
I like how he ended it. Guilty. Like, that song was a little all over the place to me. I didn't like the hook. The hook, it felt rushed. The hook felt really rushed. You know, like his voice. It's hard to fix that. That's a hard problem to fix, FF. I don't like how you sound, my dude. Yeah, that sounds like a Muppet. Yeah, I don't really know what to do with that one. I don't know that it was bad. I didn't really understand it. I do think, you know, as far as the rapping goes, it really, again, all of it sounds to me, outside of that Pac Phil, outside of that joint, all of this doesn't sound like it's rehearsed. It all sounds rushed. Like that hook sounded rushed. It sounded like you wrote it. Sometimes you gotta scrap stuff. I don't know, man. If all y'all do y'all scrap a lot of stuff? Sometimes you just gotta scrap something, man. I've written verses and I just go, nah, not it. Or I'll record something, I'll listen to it back and be like, I thought this was hot. This is garbage. Like you really got it. I don't feel like there was enough. I don't feel like on these songs there was enough kind of like like trimming. I don't feel like there was enough really looking at it objectively. Like, is this good? Because sometimes things aren't good, and we got to accept that. And I don't feel like that. I feel like that song was messy. It felt sloppy to me. It felt rushed. It had a higher volume. Man, you a lovely human being, BTOD. Much love, bro. I appreciate you. The volume on that was louder than the volume on any of the other songs as well. So there's a sloppiness to it that I don't appreciate. My man Silla's in the building. What's good with you, big dog? There's a sloppiness to it that I don't like. You know, if you can, your engineer should be the same person for the whole album. And it should all be recorded on the same mic. If you can help it. Some of the stuff you can't help. It should all be recorded on the same mic. It should all be at the same volume. That's like 101 type stuff. Much love, bro. But so I'm not seeing those things. I'm not seeing the details that really make the song go over the top. That's one thing I give my man Nate credit for. Nate is very detailed in his music and his approach to music. And everything he does, there's a high level of detail orientation. I think to be a great artist, the devil's in the details, man. Let's get into this next one. Big shouts to Chris at Night. Make moves.
Hey, say something. Yeah, can't fuck with them niggas, they some losers. They the type to beef over computers. She my type, I want her in my future. She like it when I do that one maneuver, yeah, I know she do. I just want some love and some money, that's the only two things that keep me going, so you know I'm out here making moves. I'm out here making moves.
Hey, Chris, bro, we can't hear you. We can't hear you, dog. I think you have such a great sounding voice, but I continue to hear songs from you where your vocals just aren't loud enough. And then you really should practice layering your vocal. You have such a great tone to your voice. If you layered your vocals, it would sound so much more full. But I feel like you give us these one pass vocals, man. Take a second pass on the vocals.
Yeah, I got 100 for the mix, I got 1,000 for the promo. Too much time and money, got no choice, I know I'm gon' blow. Fuck that college debt, it ain't $1 that I'm gon' owe. The first I find my money, you gon' see me with some pesos. He say I ain't got no movement like a ball, I had this shit on him. Niggas talking down, talking foul, so I'm spinning him. Bitch, I'm on my vows, why are you not that guy? Keep on talking down, I'ma make your mama cry. I'ma make it. Yeah, I've been set on racing, no complacent makings. Yeah, she said that she love me, no you faking.
Hey, $5 to anybody that can give me a quote from this song. Cause I just, bro, I can't hear you. I don't hear the layering. Then you leave. If that's the case and you layer all your vocals, then your backing vocals are too low. You should turn them up a little bit. Because it sounds like, this is how it sounds. Like, I can't hear it, man.
Baby, get me in a flank, gon' get it, that's a statement, nigga. Yeah, it's also the taking. We drawn like Mason, we ballin' like Cambridge, like so they be gazing, no. Like so they be gazing. Yeah, can't fuck with them niggas, they some losers. They the type to beef over computers. She my type, I want her in my future. She like it when I do that one maneuver, yeah, I know she do. I just want some love and some money, that's the only two things that keep me going, so you know I'm out here making moves. I'm out here making moves. Yeah.
Hey, Chris, I think you're a good artist, bro. I think you got mad potential. I think that these mixes are holding you back. I've been telling you this for weeks on end, bro. I know you. I think you mentioned at one point, the funds be different. I get you on that. I'm not. There's all of this is just me trying to help, but like, if you are layering your vocals, then you're leaving the backing. You're leaving the layers too low. They should be turned up a little bit. And I agree with FF. Your main has to be a lot louder. I barely heard anything you said on that. And I think if you're trying to acquire fans, getting fans is hard, man. The fact that I can get some of y'all to show up week after week is mind-blowing to me, because it's just a difficult thing to do to have fans. No one's a fan until somebody else is a fan, right? So, like, the only way you get fans, in my opinion, other than buying bots on the internet, is you make something so significant that somebody has to share it. I think that you have to be making sure that you're incorporating something in your songs that people may share. Okay? That's where the songwriting comes in. Oh, that's what's up. Okay, well, that makes sense. All right. Yeah, well, you got to underline that for me so I don't go in so hard. Because if you tell me that beforehand, this is a throwaway. I get that. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to listen to Honor Roll again just to give you a more detailed. I think I was pretty detailed, but I'm going to listen to it again just to see, since you said that was professionally done. But that's another point, though, I think is important. I think you really have to, it has to be interesting. If it's not interesting, nobody shares it. Doja Cat, before she became famous, did a song called Moo about being a cow. This woman literally did a song called Moo, and it blew her up. And this is what we were talking about Drake earlier, the 21. Can you do something for me? It's interesting. It's funny. And I don't know if anybody else can pull that off but Drake. But the point is, you got to do something interesting in your songs. You have to be interesting for people to share what you're doing. And that 42 diamond thing about Drake is the ultimate fuckboy. He really is the ultimate fuckboy. 42 diamonds for every time I almost proposed. If you don't get your lame ass out of here. When I saw that, I was like, okay, Drake. Like, I love the diamonds, bro. It's a beautiful chain, but chill, man. Don't nobody care about you proposing. Like, bro, so every woman you meet, you want to propose to? What kind of stupidity? It made me laugh. I mean, it's Drake. Drake can do what he wants to do. He's a legend. I am a dude on the internet with some very loyal friends. So, I don't know. Let's get to this next one. These Nights, new beat my homie FF just sent through. Just hit the super duper, so we spin it right away. These Nights, G major, 158 BPM. 21, can you do something for me? They're not the problem, bro. It's you. Facts. Why don't I hear your beat playing? Here we go. Ooh. Ooh. There's a lot of sounds in this one. I hear like a bell, and I hear some other noises I can't define. Maybe like some xylophone type things going on. I don't know what that bottom sound. I don't know. I like it though. And what is that? The synth right there, just kind of laying cool in the cut right there. I like that. Ooh, this is kind of spicy. I like this joint. Mm-hmm. Hey, you need to send this to Lil Nas X. This sounds like a Lil Nas X type beat right here. I think Lil Nas X would kill this. Ooh, boom, 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 boom. That was fun. Yeah, this is nice. All electric and perks. Heavy on the perks. We're not talking drugs, folks. Ooh, I like this joint, man. Ooh. I like how heavy it feels. It feels heavy. It almost has like in my mind. I don't know if y'all ever seen like Blade Runner or like Tron. It has a like you said electric, and I guess that just I felt that from the beginning. It has this like futuristic kind of like racing through the night kind of feel. It reminds me a little bit, in a way, and that's why it made me think of Lil Nas X of that Skywalker song he has out right now, because it has like that same kind of like heaviness to it. Yeah, this one is hitting FF. I like this. Woo-hoo. Yeah. When that part comes back in with the beautiful percussion, with the bells and the chimes and all of that, so whatever all of that is, you know, I don't make beats, so I can't name instruments like I should be able to. But when all of that converges together, that's a beautiful sound, man. Now I think the fullness is what makes it unique. It's what makes it great. I love how full it is. Yeah, I would not want that. I wouldn't want to change. I like that a lot, man. I like that a lot. I'd actually probably go about 98 on that. I like that a lot because it had this bright beautifulness to me. It felt like, and it kind of felt upbeat and happy. You know what I mean? But it just had so much power and energy to it. And again, I say this a lot, but your mixes on your beats is so fantastic. It never sounds like they're dimmed or they're muted like a lot of the beats, like a lot of the mixes I hear. I like that one, man. That was. And if you get the right artist on that, that's a hit single. Like that's a Billboard joint right there. If you get the right artist, I can hear that on a soundtrack of a futuristic movie too. Like I mentioned Tron, that's the first thing that pops in my head. But any futuristic Tokyo kind of Shanghai city, you know what I mean, with lots of electronics and it's, you know, riding a motorcycle. And I need to go in the movies, man. I be having all these visuals in my head. But it definitely, yeah, that was a great beat. That was fire. Drop your scores right there for my man FF. That did some things to me. I really enjoyed that, man. FF is a talented dude. Are y'all watching the Tory Lanez trial right now, man? Meg is looking messy. I don't know if y'all been watching that trial, but she's looking a little messy. The whole thing is just outrageous. And I gotta say, man, one thing I never understand. You don't mess with somebody, your homie. Like, are you really somebody's friend if you sleeping with their person? I mean, bro, at least tell them, yo, your man or woman said they want to do XYZ, and if it doesn't bother you, and if you can't tell them about it, then you shouldn't be doing it. So we got another skit, Snacks. Guilty, I gotta tell you, cut the skits, man. There's no reason for it. There's no reason.
Hey, bro, I got into it with Step Pops.
All right, let's get to number 9 on this. I was cold, then I got hot. My man, Guilty Conscious. This is P.
Kenny, what up?
I keep it G, girl, it ain't no simping. Boy, I'm pushing pin, I ain't talking about pimping. Push you on a leash, nah, baby, you tripping. I do the shit a different way, I can show you how I go. I knock one down, the rest is falling down like dominoes. And I got the pick of the litter, talking any minute, money mode. I can show you what you wanna know.
What you wanna know? It's a rule to the game. If a nigga defy the rule, then the press to get the chains. A nigga slicker than day that shows when he doing that fucking dance. I was born into the shit, but it was times I got a scab, a couple hoes bust my ass. They can say what they want, but I'ma keep the shit a buck and say it's only been one. She might've took a nigga heart, but she was never in love. That turned a nigga cold, heart turned to ice. Now he bobsledding on his toes. He always had a nice hug.
I mean, the bobsledding. His heart turned to ice, now he bobsled. That's actually pretty cool.
But now it's really about to dough. He said fuck it, it's just him. So now it's really about to snow. And even I know what he feeling, cause even I've been through it, bro. The nice guy finishes last while the sucker gets to go. That's just how the game go. You know the coolest shit's fucked up. You can't hate on the nigga, cause she the one that let bruh fuck. All you can do is remain silent.
We were just talking about that. How interesting.
Till you figure out what's what. Fuck these hoes, all 10 on the floor, cause they got you fucked up.
I keep it G, girl, it ain't no simping. Boy, I'm pushing pin, I ain't talking about pimping. Push you on a leash, nah, baby, you tripping. I do the shit a different way, I can show you how I go.
I agree with you, C. McKnight. It's not bad. I do think, you know, Rumors made the point, like, the singing vocals on this need work. And I think some of it's the engineering on it, but a lot of it's just, you know, so if I'm ever recording like any kind of melodic thing, like I have like 5 or 6 tracks, and I do different highs and lows on it. I think when you sing, I don't hear a full sound. Y'all let me know if I'm wrong, but I don't. So my dad would listen to. That's not great. I don't hear a full sound here. I don't know how y'all are hearing it, but it doesn't sound. It just doesn't sound full. If you're gonna do a singing portion, if you're really gonna try to put some vocalization in there, you really got to make sure it sounds crispy, and you have to surround it. It has to be full. It has to be surrounded. It has to be kind of covered. It's like a sandwich almost. The finished product is the sandwich, but you got to put all the pieces in it. Fat boy out here. You got to make sure it's stacked right.
I knock one down, the rest is falling down like dominoes, and I got the pick of the litter. Talking any minute, money mode. I can show you what you wanna know. Guilty. When I look at my reflection, I see a symbol in the mirror. I used to look at my reflection and see a hero in the mirror. Lost the smile and lost the cape, now it's dimming in the mirror. He talked back to me, said grab the wheel and just steer. My wife was lighting in veneers. Then the hoe had me fucked up, then that lighter disappeared. I learned some shit in the darkness that at one time I would've feared. Nigga, I'ma keep it real for my fans wanna hear. Say, I was in the field running through shit like Jerome Bettis. I ain't had no fear, I just walk up and that's where you headed.
My G, you just gave us a Jerome Bettis reference in 2022. Oh, JDG, congrats on graduating, my boy. Big shouts to that, man. Congratulations. That's huge. One time for JDG. But yeah, we can't do the Jerome Bettis reference in 2022. Jerome Bettis stopped playing football in, I believe, 2000, maybe 7. You got to update. There's a lot of running backs in the NFL. You could have picked anybody. I got a heavy problem with that.
2 hoes in the same night, dawg, that's a double header. One down the way and the other was up the pavement. You know the old saying, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I would come off that road and throw a kick back in the breakers. I'm talking big pump with no chasers. Ever clear high like lasers. She was amazing. I keep it G, girl, it ain't no sipping. Boy, I'm pushing pin, I ain't talking about pimping. Push you on a leash, nah, baby, you tripping. I do the shit a different way. I can show you how I go. I knock one down, the rest is falling down like dominoes, and I got the pick of the litter. Talking any minute, money mode. I can show you what you wanna know.
That right there was Guilty Conscience. I was cold, then I got hot. The hook was good. The hook was fairly strong. I don't think it was executed well. Like it's gotta be mixed better and layered better. The vocal just didn't sound clean. The rapping was okay. You got this really kind of breathy flow a little bit where you kind of rap, but then you leave these pauses in between, these quick little breaths. I think that's actually a pretty unique style. I can't say that I've heard that before. I agree with my man Rumors was saying earlier. You can't slur though. I feel like a lot of the words are getting slurred, and I feel like, again, it feels like you write this and then you just go record it. How many of y'all, like Don, you're a good rapper. Do you just write the song and then go right in the booth? Or do you practice it a bit? Like, tell me y'all process. Does anybody just jump in the booth right away after they write something? I know I don't, but it takes me a while to write. I try to be deliberate with my with what I'm saying and what I'm doing. So sometimes it takes me, like, I don't typically write at 16. It probably not even in a day. So it usually takes me a day or two because I want to go back and look at it and I want to really make sure that I'm proud of it. You know what I mean? So some of that stuff, it just seems like you just jumped, like you just wrote it, boom, let me go record it. And I would recommend taking some time with it, really like sit with it and give it like a once over. See if you can record it better. Also, it's okay to do 40 takes. It's okay to do 40 takes. That's fine. We got JDG just hit the super chat. I almost forgot, but I remembered. Pretty proud of you. Proud of you, homie. Way to make it through. Graduating college is no easy feat. So yeah, man, that's huge. I'm assuming it was college. Was it college or was it high school? I think you're college age. So my apologies if I got it wrong. But let's get into this, man. The homie JDG. Look at the young man. You look a little bit like Michael B. Jordan in this picture right here. Yeah, what's up, bro? Congrats. This is Soldier. This is the final mix right here. The homie JDG. That's true. That's true, FF. That's true. Freestyles the mad punch. I don't like punching in, man. Maybe that's the old head in me. I don't like doing that. I know that's how Lil Wayne raps.
Put me in that war and I came out a soldier.
I know Wayne be doing all them punches. Y'all ever seen that video of him rapping that Swagger Like Mine verse?
When I came in the game, it was prime time. On this tightrope, I was really walking a fine line. Change the past to the present, fix the timeline. The only time to pick you the ball is at the combine. Fought so many battles, I got soldiers in my nightmares. I done lost a couple all because nobody fight fair. Cause I'm still the buzz around the world, it was a light year. The devil in your left and you got caught up in your right chair. You best about you can't even afford to be.
And that Buzz Lightyear line was cold. Also, you really delivered that well. You know, with the speed that you took on, I was a little worried that it was going to be choppy. It was very clean. Very, very well executed, that first part. That was cool.
It was prime time. On this tightrope, I was really walking a fine line. Change the past to the present, fix the timeline. The only time to pick you the ball is at the combine. Fought so many battles, I got soldiers in my nightmares.
No, not everyone. I don't punch in none of my verses. Nope, that's not true. I don't punch in. I just practice it 8 million times, and sometimes I do 8 million takes, but I don't punch in.
I lost a couple all because nobody fight fair. Cause I'm still the buzz around the world, it was a light year. The devil in your left and you got caught up in your right chair. You ever been so broke you can't even afford to be rich? You ever try to put 5 on it and yet they need 6? I'm speaking and he probably said I'm lying.
Hey, this is kind of cool. You ever had 5 to put on it, but they need 6? I like that.
Cheater, but got the heart of a lion. He starts to pull my butt, you can bet they came from a ride. You ever been so happy that people ask why you crying? But that's a story that I can't even tell. I've been drowning in this water, you would think I was well. I got hopes way too high, I don't need to propel. Check the stat sheet, dog, all I do is excel. And paying for some rain, all it gave was a bigger drought. Clean inside the pot, I was built with another spout. It's steady pouring, darkness in the clouds, and no sunny days, it's forever storming. You ever been so close to danger, you can't see the warnings. Lethal weapons held up against me, if they never formed me. When they put me in this war and I came out a soldier, had to learn to rock with pebbles to become a boulder. Leaning on your understanding, don't replace a shoulder. Told you it's my year for real, and bet I'm taking over. Now my lesson is learned, trying to go the right direction, but it's so.
I like this, man. You're rapping with some anger and some fury, and then the beat is doing all sorts of schizophrenic things, but you're staying right. I keep waiting for these because the beat is like twitching behind you in certain spaces, and I'm waiting for it to throw you off, but it hasn't. That's pretty cool. Nah, Chris, I do all mine one take, man. I do all mine one take, and sometimes it takes a while, but I do one take.
Turns from backstabbers like touch your irons, you bound to get burned. See, I was on the straight path until it started to curve. Nobody will listen, just me and my dogs on a mission. The people who try to use you never ask for permission. In crowds, I stood out, cause I knew I was different. If I go build a dynasty, I need a Rodman and Pippen. When it come to music, not the same and I do it different. Don't need to cuss it all, my raps get too explicit. I'm speaking truth from inside the booth and the people feel it. Especially cause I'm talking to people who never hear it. On the streets, I'm like a soldier, I was trained to kill. Seem like we act like that in life, we wasn't.
I like this joint, man.
Integrity like a blade of steel. It's hard to talk about the pain that others never feel. I tend to be closed off, I don't need the exposure. So many wounds still open, that all I want is closure. Hard to drive no L's, I think I need a chauffeur. Reload the aim with the target.
Yeah, you did your thing on that one, JDG. You were talking about some things, very heartfelt. The beat is crazy. And not only that, but see, sometimes, and I get frustrated by this, sometimes you'll have a really dope beat and the artist has no idea how to approach the beat. But I felt like you knew that's a model of execution. That's how you execute a song right there. No slip-ups, everything's crispy, the energy is consistent front to back, nothing changed throughout the verse. The content was a lot of the content was the same. You didn't start talking about random things and get all weird and go sideways. There's a lot to like about that. I'm a fan, man. I'm a fan of that one. 95 from me on that one, man. That was, wish the Vox were a little wider. Now, when you say wider, like what would that? I mean, I guess it's hard to explain it through text. But oh, you made that beat too? Oh, man. Give you another point. We're gonna make that 96. That was fire. I didn't know you made the beat too. You get big shots on that. So what do you mean? So if you can express that through text, what do you mean by wider? Like what would that have sounded like if it was wider? Yeah, that was fantastic though. Big shout out to homie JDG. I'm a fan. I liked it. I'm gonna go 96 on it. He made the beat too. He Kanye'd that joint. I actually can't say Kanye no more, huh? Who else raps and produced? J. Cole did. J. Cole produced a lot of his own stuff. You know, it's funny. I was in a car with wifey the other day, and some Kanye came on. And the wifey skipped the song. She was like, nah, we don't play Kanye. And I couldn't even disagree with her. I was like, yeah. Referring to the stereo with, oh, I got you. Okay. Thanks for schooling me. I get that now. Not the way you say it now, that makes sense. Okay. I'm locked in on that. Do y'all skip Kanye songs now? Are we skipping Kanye when he comes on your listening device? I don't skip the old Kanye, but I don't really like the new Kanye though. Yeah, great job on that. Kanye's still fire. Yeah. Do y'all still listen to R. Kelly too? Like, how does that work for y'all? Can you separate art from artist, or does it all come as one? Because like I'm uncomfortable listening to R. Kelly, man. But I've always felt that way about R. Kelly. R. Kelly is a great artist. I'm not saying he's not fantastic. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I'm stupid, right? But like, I've always felt a little. Ever since I found out he married Aaliyah, I was like, yeah. Every time Bump and Grind came on, yeah, I don't know. So I've always felt that way about the homie, but I shouldn't say the homie. I don't know him. Don't need to. But let's get into this next one, man. Walking Vibe, Generous McQueen. I think that's his alias, and I like it. I miss the days when rappers had aliases, like you know, Bobby Digital and RZA and you know, ODB, Big Baby Jesus, and Pretty Flacco, ASAP Rock. I like stuff like that. We got to bring that. I need an alias. Fat Boy. Let's get into this, man. Walking Vibe. This is Demons.
You and all shit. You know gang.
My moral code doesn't allow it.
Hey. Sometimes I ain't even know when I was scheming, was tripping, man. Lately been sorting and fighting my demons. Born in the city where niggas and bitches on angle, nothing's how I seem. And all of my bitches hope one day I change. Can't argue with that, I guess we want the same. But no, if you hear me, I'm happy you breathing, cause we done lost many and suffer for seasons. These little hoes always telling their hopes that I fall, cause I know they ain't lasting for seasons. Wise up, there was no pillow to hold my semen. If you think I'm ever gonna trust you dreaming.
I see, I heard that punch right there. Yeah, I'm gonna get into it. You've been rocking all night. See, you deserve that. You've earned that. So yes, I absolutely will. Also, I heard the punch. Did y'all hear the punch in there? Tell me if you heard the punch.
One day I change. Can't argue with that. I guess we want the same. But no, if you hear me, I'm happy.
Right there.
Cause we done lost many and suffer for seasons. These little hoes always telling their hopes that I fall, cause I know they ain't lasting for seasons. Wise up, there was no pillow to hold my semen. If you think I'm ever gonna trust you dreaming. 7 been going off a hoes twice as hard for the pussy. I know my bro will be receiving. Been going through lives trying to figure out my name. If you caught a shot, I was fighting my demons.
Agreed. It doesn't sound great. I agree with that. That's all we got.
Trying to figure out my dad, I guess we. Hey, sometimes I ain't even know when I was scheming, was tripping, man. Lately been sorting and fighting my demons. Born in the city where niggas and bitches on angle, nothing's how I seem, and all of my bitches.
Oh, it's the same verse.
With that, I guess we want the same.
I like the verse though.
You breathing, cause we done lost many and suffer for seasons. These little hoes always telling their hopes that I fall, cause I know they ain't lasting for seasons. Wise up, there was no pillow to hold my semen. If you think I'm ever gonna.
Yeah, I think you're right, FF.
Been going off a hoes twice as hard for the pussy. I know my bro will be receiving. Been going through lives trying to figure out my name. If you caught a shot, I was fighting my demons.
That's not bad. That's Walking Vibe right there. Demons. If for a freestyle, that's dope. If he just got in the booth and did that, I respect that a lot. The mix was off. It doesn't even sound like it was mixed very well. It sounded like they took it right from the recording, and it just went ahead and bounced it. I love the energy and passion he's rapping with though, and I thought that the style was really rapid fire. It punched you in your chest a little bit. Yeah, the mix was trash. The mix was not good. For what it was, I'm gonna go 82. It's cool. Not mad about it. Not mad about it at all. Appreciate you, FF. Be safe out there in the world, man. Have a good shift. Yeah, this Meg Thee Stallion trial is wild, man. Just a note to everyone: don't sleep with your friends, peoples. Don't do that. Also, I don't know if y'all just saw Drake and 6ix9ine are going to be called to testify in the murder of XXXTentacion. And I think, I'm going to be honest, I think Drake was involved allegedly. I'm going to say allegedly just in case somebody sees this and I get sued. I I think he may have been, involved in some way, shape, or form. I really do. I don't want to get sued, so it's all alleged. I don't have any proof. My thought is that, yeah, I think so. What do y'all think? What do y'all know about the history of that whole thing? Let's get back into this joint. I was hot, then I got cold. So far, it's been really, really up and down, and there's been a lot of inconsistency. This feels like a mixtape to me, and it feels like a mixtape that should have been trimmed down. I don't need the skits, and I need more continuity in the style. A lot of the style is changing too. Sometimes we got some sing song. Sometimes we got some actual. Sometimes we got some bars. Sometimes we got an ATL sound. It's just very all over the place. We had an ATL sound, West Coast sound, couple of songs that seem like they might be for the ladies. It's a little all over the place in my opinion. Let's get into this next one. This is number 10. Although I did like P and I did like Pac FLB. This is 7 o'clock at the entrance.
Previously on Ready to Die.
So you think he's doing that without having anything to do with it?
I'm in the bit dancing and shit.
Wow, yeah.
I said that. Hey man, say man, I swear man, I'm that nigga dog. Guilty. Look at me in my eyes and you will see no lies. When I talk about the shit I did for dollar signs, I will tell a lie while looking in my mama's eyes. Lord knows I did a lot of things for dollar signs. Been through some things that made it hard for me to crack a smile. But I know I did it all for them dollar signs. Ain't had no car, no ride, so I had to walk the miles. But Lord knows I did a lot of them for dollar signs. Lord knows I did a lot of things for shit. I think from dollar signs. Tell I looking in my mama's eyes. Shit. I did a lot of shit, my nigga hurt it real bad.
See, I don't get that. So we're rapping, we're moving along. I don't mind taking a break and letting it breathe, but like you were rapping and you gradually just stopped. I don't know. I'm gonna go back because I feel like I missed something.
No lies. When I talk about the shit I did for dollar signs, I will tell a lie while looking.
Hey,
Lord knows.
Slide guy. What up, boy?
Do some things that made it hard for me to crack a smile. But I know I did it all for them dollar signs. Ain't had no car, no ride, so I had to walk the miles. But Lord knows I did a lot of them for dollar signs. Lord knows I did a lot of things for shit. I think from dollar signs. Tell I looking in my mama's eyes. Shit. I did a lot of shit, my nigga hurt it real bad. I'ma run through it though. Hustle had a nigga mind gone, but now I'm past that. I was making fast money, nigga, like a cash app. Remember lying to my mama on the phone about where I nap at. Hanging up the phone, I'm weighing grams up in a glad bag. Lord have mercy, that's the road that I chose. It was me and my...
In retrospect, that break wasn't bad. I take that back. Listening to it again, thinking about it, that wasn't bad. You created the space you need. I think it might have been a little longer than it needed to be, but you definitely created the space to come back in with some heavy content. So I'm scrapping that. That was good.
My niggas, I ain't have to roll it alone. What the fuck was I thinking? Many nights up in the cold. I was waiting on the roster that these things would get sold. I'm drowning, I'm all alone. Different drugs all in my clothes, different drugs all in my dome. I even put it on my nose. Me and my brother throw this mama jewelry so we could cop a O. I want things.
Wow, he just talked about doing cocaine, and he said him and his brother sold his mom's jewelry just to get some. That's crazy. I gotta give you credit though, Guilty. Your storytelling is good. I mean, you really are being vulnerable, bearing your soul on some of these joints. This is probably one of the stronger tracks on the whole thing.
No more, but I just couldn't let it go. Whoa. Listen to the beat, you hear my soul speak. Right now I'm strong as fuck, but I was so weak. Spinning like an evangelist cause I so reach. If it wasn't for Brother Glenn, I have a soul leak. Look at me in my eyes and you will see no lies. When I talk about the shit I did for dollar signs, I would tell a lie while looking in my mama's eyes. Lord knows I did a lot of things for dollar signs. Been through some things that made it hard for me.
Yeah, I like this one.
But I know I did it all for them dollar signs. Ain't had no car, no ride, so I had to walk the miles. But Lord knows I did a lot of them for dollar signs. Lord knows I did a lot of things for shit. I think from dollar signs. Tell I looking in my mama's eyes. Shit.
Guilty conscience. I was cold, then I got hot. 7 o'clock at the entrance. This joint was pretty good. What I like the most is that he did a lot with his energy on the track, going up and down, kind of roller coaster ride. He comes in rapping, he gives a lot of space to breathe, and then he comes back in with a nice little punch. He came back in hard, and that really resonated with me. I think I was talking to Nate about this earlier. You definitely have to give just enough space for the track to breathe. I think he did a good job of that. Maybe a little too much, but that was one of the better tracks on this joint right now. I didn't mind it at all. The pacing was urgent. Right, like it was moving. The track moved along. The storytelling is fantastic on that joint, and I gotta give Guilty credit, man. The honesty that the cat is coming with on some of these joints is like, it's tangible, right? The vulnerability, you feel it, like oh man, this is like a real story. He's literally talking about something that I love when folks can get literal with their rhymes and give you real experiences, because I think we all learn to grow from that. So that was dope, man. I like that one. Go 91 on that, man. 7 o'clock at the entrance. I like that. Probably the best song on here so far. I also like Pac Philb. Number 5, that is dope as well. P wasn't bad. Outside of that, these skits, man, I talked about that earlier. There's no reason to have skits if you're not a big artist. Would y'all take an all electric plane? Would you take an all electric plane? I wouldn't. I'm gonna be very clear on that. And I wouldn't do it for a number. I wouldn't do it for like 100 years. But they got an all electric plane that can cruise. So typical altitude, I think, for planes is like 15,000 feet. So this only flies at 3,500 feet, and it goes 300 miles an hour for 8 minutes. So I don't know how far you can get. I mean, 300 miles an hour, you can kind of get far. Go ahead, bro. You good? Send it through, man. Send it through. We out here. We extended coverage today. I got through most of the tape so far, so I got a few extra minutes to spare. Then I gotta go be a pop, because my wife's had the baby for a minute, and I gotta go tap in and do my job. Let's get into this next one, man. Big shouts to Chris at Night. He's been here all night rocking with his open to close. Gotta respect that. This is Red Herrings. My man C. McKnight. I rocks with you, Chris.
Yeah. I think you doing this on purpose. Tell me what's the
okay.
Do you like attention? Did you mean the things you mentioned? Are you looking for redemption? Cause your last man gave you tension back. I'm not comprehending, but just tell me I ain't tripping. Did you mean it when you say that you want me as your babe? Or you just trying to replace that nigga? We go out on dates just for you. Say I gotta wait, but I.
So you got a wavy flow. And normally you're using a lower register when you sing. But you're at the higher register now, and you have a nice softness. And the mix on this, I don't know if you did this mix, C, but the mix on this is pretty damn good, man.
I don't have time to waste. Yeah, I don't have time to waste. So why you say that you was over me? Now your ass all over me. I thought that I was done with you, but you keep coming back and screw. And with me, misleading words, leaving blood on the scene. Red herrings, now I don't know what to think. You say that
This one's good.
I'm being whatever you want. You know that I love you, don't front. Just remember what I told you last month. Just remember what I told you last month. That I might go in my head again. Ain't no point in staying friends. I want you to can play pretend, but I'm too busy trying to win. The beat stuck like no one a bench. Fuck these hoes, yeah, we ain't saving them. Say fuck these hoes.
And I gotta tell you, that's why this song is a little bit better mix-wise, I think. Because like I said, when you rap, you stay at this low, you stay low. And when you are higher, I think whatever you do to your mix, it takes a little bit better. So it really elevates it a bit. And I can hear your songwriting. You know what I mean? And that's important. It's hard to hear sometimes when it's not higher. When it's low, it's just hard to hear.
She was over me, now her ass all over me. I thought that I was done with her, but she keep coming back, it's her. And me misleading words, leaving blood on the scene. Red herrings don't know what to think.
I like the concept of the red herrings too. Like she's sending you all these mixed signals, and you don't really understand like Like that's a great concept. I like that. So that was pretty good. Overall, that was probably one of the better songs I've heard from you. The songwriting was really good. I like you a little higher up. The mix sounded better. I like what you were talking about. I felt the pain on it. You got into a point where you rapped a little bit, and that was a little lower. I didn't need that. I think what you were doing was working. You just kept that going. All in all, that wasn't bad though. I would probably go 88, 87, 88. I mean, most of that is great. You had a little point where your voice dropped out a little bit. I didn't necessarily love that, but like everything else is pretty crispy, man. Big shouts to C at night, Chris at night. Yeah, man, that was good. That was solid. I feel like I got somebody's song I need to play, but I can't. I don't know. I don't remember. Anyway, let's get into this next one, man. Back into the Guilty Conscious joint. The tape's all over the place. The more recent ones have been better, but I mean, admittedly, the tape has been a little all over the place. Let's get into this next one. We are at track 11. Actually, we just gonna finish this out, play these last two, and I got some folks on deck right here. I got another joint from 205M. I got another Walking Vibe joint, and that's gonna wrap us up, man. So if you got songs to send them now. Let's get into this, man. All Me featuring C Wade. This is Guilty Conscious. I was cold, then I got hot.
Yeah. I'm going on a deep end, ain't somebody's
I got niggas nine like they sip that. I'm really spitting medicine of fiends. I got the hookup. I got candles on my hand. These hoes just hard. I throw a hook at you. 10 toes down. I never fall. Hold your head. Look at me.
It's you have to have all of your songs at the same volume. The mastering process, it should all be at the same volume. I mean, that's the one thing that bothers me is that this is not well executed because I think the details are missing.
I got niggas nine like they sip that. I'm really spitting medicine of fiends. I got the hookup. I got callus on my hands. These hoes just hard. I throw a hook at you. 10 toes down. I never fall. Hold your head. Look
so call me Mr. Pan, mix the beat like gravy. Yo, I'm going off the deep end. Somebody save me. Started off.
Okay.
For the minimum wages, life come full circle, gotta just be patient. Had a minor situation, but the outcome was major. Now I keep a tool on me to the Tim Man Taylor. Flow cold as
I like that. I keep a tool on me, Tim the Tool Man. Now that's a dated reference too. I gave homie a hard time for the previous reference to Jerome Bettis. Tim the Tool Man Taylor is a dated reference as well, but that's fire.
Navy, ushered in the new era like a dog in the manger. I'm old school with the work, hit me up on my page. No refunds on the product, only even exchanges. Put my plug up for president, I'm campaigning. Bel Air, Rose,
I like C Wade.
Had to do the wrong thing in the right situation. Man, at least I made it back home, cover the bases. I've been hustling all day, now let's make it a nightcap. When you make it off your block, homie, they don't like that.
I like that verse. I like that verse.
I'm really spitting medicine of fiends. I got the hookup. I got callus on my hand. These hoes just hard. I throw a hook at you. 10 toes down. I never fall. Hold your head. Look at me. I got niggas nine like they sip that. I'm really spitting medicine of fiends. I got the hookup. I got callus on my hands. These hoes just hard. I throw a hook at you. 10 toes down. I never fall. Hold your head. Look at me. I looked into the barrel of a gun and see my life spinning. Had a thing for Mary Jane. I used it to entice women. Deep up in my archive, there's a plan for a life sentence. And I ain't never been scared of that water, bitch. I like swimming. Yeah, I'm an open book, ain't no exposing me. Before you get the satisfaction, I'll say what be spoken, G. It's been a long while since my flag wrapped in that rosary, but I'll bring it back out if that stop them from putting holes in me. And I cannot be stopped unless God himself put a hole to me. I'm 180 you bad, but it's 360 for my hoes and feet. Look me in my eyes and you can tell that ain't no hole in me. Wearing a flat too, but I look slim when you up close to me. Spit on a nigga grave just like I'm spitting this rhyme. I really wouldn't give a fuck, that shit and got out of line. Drake said it was God plan, so I ain't gotta remind. I thought it rockin', I want hotter, bitch, I'm riding for mine. I got niggas nine like they sip that. I'm really spitting medicine of fiends. I got the hookup. I got callus on my hand. These hoes just hard. I throw a hook at you. 10 toes down. I never fall. Hold your head. Look at me. I got niggas nine like they sip that. I'm really spitting medicine of fiends. I got the hookup. I got callus on my hands. These hoes just hard. I throw a hook at you. 10 toes down. I never fall. Hold your head. Look at me.
Just got one from Don Montel. My night just got better. That makes me happy. Big shouts to Don Montel. I'm excited. I'm ready. I really like C-Wade's verse. And I thought it had this kind of gangster feel to it. Like I said, felt very UGK Bun B-ish. Like especially Guilty's part, it had a very Bun B vibe. And I think one of the things I'm taking away from this project, Guilty, is like I feel like you have a lot of different styles and you need to lean more toward one. I'm not saying that you shouldn't continue to incorporate the different sounds that you have because you're very versatile. I hear a lot of versatility in the rapping, in the singing, in the heavy anthemic kind of sound like the last joint had. And that joint's not bad. It's a little heavy-handed in the old school style to me. It still feels old school. Like I said, that felt like an old school Fab song, or that felt like an old school UGK. Like it felt like it just had this that Jeezy kind of Southern throwback sound. But it's a lot to like too because a lot of folks still ride around to that stuff, man. So I think that there's a big market base for that song in particular. I enjoyed it. I would go that wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. I would go 86 on that one. Definitely. I wouldn't skip it. And I think it's kind of a song you could ride to. I mean, it was burnt. Maybe I go 88 on that. That wasn't bad to me. Then blow me out the water. Little freestyles, my man D Montel says. Little freestyles. I like that. Let's see what we got next. I got the 205 joint. Oh, no, we're going to finish this out. Then I'm going to get my man Don Montel. I'm just excited. I want to hear it. And then we're going to get into 205. Check this out. Prolific. Guilty Conscience. I was cold. And I got hot.
Give me some of that good old love. Oh, baby, it's been so long.
I love this beat.
I probably not keep learning this shit, but fuck it.
I really like this beat.
I'm prolific, so gifted, R.I.P. the nip. They ain't want him as the captain, so they picked my nigga off the ship. I hate it had to happen, and he had baggage, but he spoke the shit. And if he can make it, I can make it. We both came from zips. Imagine this, Mike is my brush, lyrics coming off the wrist. Or to a big ass canvas, painting pictures, the only real can get. I picture this, that's twice in my annual, then I go buy some shit. Not a chain, not a whip, just acres, my house in the middle.
I didn't like the approach to this, and the mix is bad. The vocal on the hook is loud. It's loud, and it's drowning him out completely. This is mixed really poorly. I also don't like the approach rhyme wise to this. It's too offset from the beat. You know, you got to kind of mold the verse or the singing, whatever. You had to mold it to the song. This didn't feel like it came together well.
This ain't a riddle. I tell you what I'm hustling for. I'm sleeping in the king before I got shit. I was on the floor. I made my money work for me. Now my house got a second floor. Partner had the same dream, but I work different. Here's the kind of flow. I spit different. I'm guilty of conscience on the high note. I'm shopping before I pop my metal. To stick it where it go. These niggas be rapping about bezels. Yeah, okay, man, whatever. Just set your clock. Bet you wouldn't know what time to blow. I can see a straight path. I was walking down some rocky roads. Six pack on some great ass. It was platinum going down my throat. Took off like a Trans Am. I was wobbling like I rode on foes. Turned out to be a great.
You gotta turn that down, man. I can't hear nothing. I don't even know if it, so I didn't like the flow in the beginning. It feels like it takes a minute to find your tempo sometimes. Like it takes a minute to the best artist, the greatest, like J. Cole. He starts from the start of the verse. He's already on tempo. Like it don't take it's sometimes some artists it takes a minute to really kind of feel it out, and then all of a sudden you start sprinting on it. So it took him a little while to get right with the comfort on it, but like it's just hard to hear what he's saying.
Hey man, when I was young, I almost sold my soul. I can see a straight path. I was walking down some rocky roads. Six pack on some great ass. It was platinum going down my throat. Took off like a Trans Am. I was wobbling like I rode on foes. Turned out to be a great man. When I was young, I almost sold my soul. I used to play the park and buy the drink. I don't remember God. He said some cool shit, but he was fidgety like a roast and wise. I remember that time on the east side running for my fucking life from the lost too.
I also don't think his style works on this beat. It just doesn't really. It's not a fit.
I'm supposed to be home, got my ass beat that night. Swear you can't imagine all the shit I seen with just one eye. My granny would always tell me talk to the Lord because the level lies so heavy it's the tongue of the merciful. Swear I've been surprised. Money laying on rain, I found some money in a shoebox. What can I say? Had the mind of a 12-year-old just at the age of 8. Got it by fate. I remember me and Quentin used to always play. Whatever game it was, then we moved and my heart had an ache. I pray he always straight, but I didn't see my auntie the other day. Guilty.
Yeah, I didn't like that to end the tape. It should have been if you're gonna do it like a kind of a freestyle type thing to end the tape, you should leave it shorter. It should be like a minute. It should leave one more like, damn, that was a hard way to finish. So this project, like I said, it was all over the place, both sonically from a production standpoint, an engineering standpoint, and also from a overall quality and content standpoint. I think you definitely should keep doing the singing thing that you've been kind of cultivating. I think you got to really focus in on that and sharpen that up. And you really got to have some beautiful tone in there. So you got to practice that. I think if you're going to continue to go that route, I would actually suggest going on YouTube and finding some singing tools and some singing, some different things that you can do that really help brighten your voice. Also, I think that like you got to do it all the time. Like you really need to lean into that. I think that can be a really good a good selling point for you. I know when I heard you singing on P and on what was the other one you sang on pretty heavily? I can't remember. I think it was Packfield. I think that that stopped me. It made me pay attention, but you got to really lean in that and polish that up. I also think you got to pick your beat selection better. Like I think you hear something, you immediately start writing to it, and like I think, especially on that last one right there, it didn't match. And then you had a hook. One of the hooks, I think it might have been the hook on which one was it? One of the hooks, I think it might have been on I'ma Kill. Yeah, it was on I'ma Kill. With the G, I gotta kill a G. That didn't work for me either. So I think you really got to take the time and be selective with not only the beats you pick, but how things sound. The overall presentation of this album, 1 to 12, is just all over the place. I think honestly, I liked 5. I liked sort of Pack Phil. I liked P was cool. All Me was cool. I think those 3 songs is really all you needed from this. The rest of it was kind of throwaway. You got some skits on there, and the rest of the tracks are all over the place. So I'm scoring this joint out. What it is, it's probably an 83 overall. It's not the most engaging tape, and I don't think this is a great tape to introduce to your audience. I don't know. I'm gonna look at your stuff right now and see how many projects you got out. So you got 3 projects all that came out this year, and I wonder if this is the latest. Let's see. So it looks like this is probably the latest. This came out May 13th, and this one came out in July. So you're dropping a project a month, I think. Is that what I'm gonna see here? So January, May, and then July, if I got that correctly. So I think you're putting out. I like that you're making all this music. That doesn't mean all the music needs to come out. I would start that. I would really, really trim all this down, because if all of these projects have the same amount of songs, I feel like you're putting out too much, because not all of these songs are great. And then you're putting out, I see voice memos, stuff like. Trim it all down, man. Every tape don't need 13 songs. You should have a tape with 7 just dope songs. 7 just hard, crazy songs. And then maybe put out 1 a year and then market those like crazy if you're actually doing this to make money. But I think dropping all of these songs is just unnecessary. And I know they all can't be good, because nobody makes that many good songs. It's just, unless you're and there's not a lot of people that can do that. Even the Drakes and Jay-Z's and Nicki Minaj's of the world, they make bad songs too. So you just don't need to put out that many, in my opinion. All in all, man, I think there's a lot to like, though, and I'm looking forward to hearing more from you. I hope you continue to send us your projects as they drop. I hope you trim the music a little bit, man, make it a little easier to consume. And then I would stay away. Do what you want to do. I would stay away from all the personal messages and the long soliloquies where you talk about all the things coming up. Shorten the music, leave out the filler. All of that is just filler, and really give the fans the tightened up version of yourself, and I think that's gonna go a long way. Let's get into this next one, a Kansas interlude. One of my favorite dudes right here, Don Montel. Let's check him out.
I ride around the city seeing all these mothers in pain. They baby just got shot, they say it's part of the game. Crazy thing about it all, they'll never see life the same. Been praying for my city lately, we all suffer the same. Silly me, cause I've been chasing the fame. Wonder how life would change if I would give up my pain. Maybe you can relate, it's about having faith. The older I get, the more that I think it's too late. Maybe I'm losing faith. See my little cousin covered in them white sheets. His friends told me he was rapping tough because of me. And here I go trying to give up cause it's hurting me. But I've been chasing this shit for years. It's kind of hard to get in.
Hey, that's deep. So something happened to your cousin. You think you were told that it might have been because of you. That's pretty deep.
His friends told me he was rapping tough because of me. And here I go trying to give up cause it's hurting me.
Oh, he was rapping tough because of you. Okay, so you had him spitting. Okay.
But I've been chasing this shit for years. It's kind of hard to get inspired with the shit that you hear. I look around and all I see is niggas with blank faces. Hurt so deep they look to put their pain on you. Convincing themselves that this shit is all on you. Mixing liquor with the sedatives. And this is everything a nigga really said it is. I was trying to make it big for my relatives. And it's still heaven sent. And all that shit you still be talking be irrelevant. Heart get heavy. Following the code make the bars get deadly. Shooting up the block make the charge get heavy. Can't go see my family cause my niggas in the celly. What you got to tell me? Went from sleeping in my car to getting them stacks. Was just talking to my sisters about some things in my past. I gotta cut the lights on to see them demons in fact. Just a little ghetto boy, I need some patience with that. I mean anger floods my mind when I'm anxious. Gotta take it back to rapping in my grandma's basement. Lost a couple friends but shit this money.
You know, the mix on this is pretty well balanced. Your storytelling on this is great. The introspectiveness, the sadness. I think the sadness carries. You're kind of switching the flow up a little bit, but this is more straightforward, and there's not a lot of really elaborate rhyme schemes. Not a lot of elaborate patterns on it, but I think you're hitting, and I think the clarity is important. So far, this is pretty good.
Money gon' replace them. 10-page script for the movies that I'm making. You know I got it. Niggas feel some type of way, but yet don't talk about it. Picture me rolling with millions, they'll talk about it. Without this music, certain shit I couldn't talk about it. Think I'm lost without it. But hey, I look around and I'm the only one still doing this shit. Niggas don't feel me, but yet I'm true to this shit. Been giving them the vibes, you know I carry them bangers. Just a little clarity for all them niggas who hating. I look around and I'm seeing where I'm at in my life. 10 toes on the ground, you know I keep the shit right.
Now, bro, this says it's 3:40. I'm still interested. I'll give you that. Most people don't keep me interested in the 2 minutes, but you're going to have to really start rapping for me to get to 3 minutes on this, though. 3:40 especially.
Can't say the same shit by none of you niggas. Life goes on my brain, so I don't fuck with you niggas. I got goals on my wrist, big carrots. Remember, I was riding through the city for some rallies, smoking backwoods, trying to get my life some balance. I know I talk greasy when I hear the beat, I'm gassing. Niggas wanna shoot the block up. Little babies dying in the city, why us? They don't even know the fucking reason they'll pull it, but living by the bullet. Still trying to find a reason that'll spark a change. Money on my mind, I gotta get it different ways. Maybe they don't understand the things that I've been saying. Gotta switch it up, I bet you niggas know me then. Last album was the warm up, next one you'll understand, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm glad you brought it to a close, because I'm like, yeah. So yeah, probably the last 12 bars we could have done without. Overall, solid though. Oh, okay. So you got a little plan on that. So that's you just spitting. Okay.
And I'm still a cold nigga. Following the code, make the bars get deadly. Shooting up the block, make the charge get heavy. Same type nigga. What I say is true. Gotta leave a little room for the cancers in the lewd. I'ma serve them. Yeah. I gotta serve them. Yeah.
Yeah, I think what I noticed the most about that is the clarity in it all. You know, and that's important for me. I've spoken on this a ton of times tonight, but like being able to hear what you're saying, being able to understand what you're talking about, and then using interesting rhymes, like being interesting with your rhymes, and then talking from your real perspective. You know, a lot of that is from your real perspective, and that's important. So like I said, the biggest thing to like is the clarity, the enunciation. The mix was actually really solid too. It kind of had that stadium effect, a little bit of like that speaker effect, but it really fit well into the track. It kind of felt like you were sitting on the roof talking to me or something. Really, really great. I like that. I'm gonna go 92. Got a little long-winded in the back half, but that's my attention span. I'm gonna attribute that more to me than you. So from that, you know, I did like how you brought that little bridge piece back at the end too. That was really cool. So very good. I mean, I think it's a great interlude too. Like I said, interludes, outros, intros to me feel like about 90 seconds, unless it's an actual song. But on the same token, you really kept me interested. You know, to me, I was listening to what you were saying. If you get me 2 minutes into a song and I'm still listening, that says a lot about your song. So, because typically I have to fight not to tune out the things. If I'm being honest, it is something I have to work at sometimes. Let's keep things rolling. About to get into this next joint right here. 205 M, back at it. Couple songs left for the night. Been a great night of music. Nothing to be mad at tonight. Let's get into this 205 M. This is Track Hawk.
Yeah. I've been on dolly shit. Just the fam got myself in the homies, bitch. Wanna see all them shine, beat the rolly drip. When you feed all your people, you know you lit. Then you know you rich. Bars, we trap a big house, think vids in the show. Had that bitch typed out like that shit was a garage. Father had told me, hey son, speak the truth in these bars and tell people who you really are. That's my demeanor. I've been so high lately, I'm talking the stratosphere, Saturn and Venus. Strap where you see us. My niggas Red Rover, get over here, man, can't none come between us. Benny and Genius. I know some hoes, if you lock us in a room, them hoes gonna fold. Them hoes gon' be mad cause they staying cut off. Cause me and my new girl, we faithfully involved. Strapped up like we hunting duck season. Cause some niggas don't want a young nigga breathing. I'm finer than seasoned and healthy like vegan. It's just a freestyle, wait until I get even. Strapped up for the waist up.
Hey, this is good, man. The mix on it isn't like great to me. But I do like the fact that his ad-libs are a little bit louder. I think he needs to turn them down just a little because it becomes a little overpowering. But it really does give kind of a potency to the bars.
Saturn and Venus, strap where you see us. My niggas Red Rover, get over here, man, can't none come between us. Benny and Genius. I know some hoes, if you lock us in a room, them hoes gonna fold. Them hoes gon' be mad cause they staying cut off. Cause me and my new girl, we faithfully involved. Strapped up.
And then he's using a little auto-tune, and then he's got like a little bit of he's got like a little softness that he throws in there. That's nice.
Like we hunting duck season. Cause some niggas don't want a young nigga breathing. I'm finer than seasoned and healthy like vegan. It's just a freestyle, wait until
healthy like vegan.
For the waist up, even when a nigga in the club. Cause I'm not be the victim of a nigga trying to play a thug. Hey, KTK,
that's pretty cool, man.
Strap head to toe all the way down to our sketches. We write like umbrellas, we stay with them fellas. If anyone make it, we all make that cheddar. They ain't just my niggas.
He rapping too.
They mama, my mama, my mama. They
he rapping too.
We came for the struggle. This just a story that came from the gutter. I've been on dolly shit. Just the fam got myself in the homies, bitch. Wanna see all them shine, beat the rolly drip.
And see, I feel like this sound is the sound that I wish Guilty would have had a little bit more of. Because he had the same kind of tone to his voice. This is like Rich Mahogany. And then the bars are delivered very sharp. This is a sharp song. I like it.
When you feed all your people, you know you lit. Then you know you rich. Bars, we trap a big house, three vids in the show. Had that bitch typed out like that shit was a garage. Father had told me, hey son, speak the truth in these bars and tell people who you really are. Mr. Plastic Glocks, see your ass to the heavens like astronauts. Just like NASA.
Send your ass to the heavens like astronauts. His rhymes are interesting. He says funny things. Talk about the girls getting in the room and folding. And then he's talking about being faithful to his girl in the same sense, in the same lines.
These rockets be blasting off. Hey, Matt Damon, I don't like to act a lot. I was caps a lot.
No Mac Damon.
I used to go track a lot. Mama was mad, I would keep me to strap a lot. Train for the drugs if we had to harass it block. Picture once we don't do that, spin back a lot. Even if I couldn't swim, I'ma jump in that water. You know I'm on go. I cannot sit here and let no little peon ass nigga just up and treat you like a hoe.
A peon.
Drillin', let's get up. You know you my nigga, my brother, go figure. If I got it, we'll split it. If not, we'll go get it. Oh, you can hear it, do any different. Like I've been on dolly shit. Just the fam got myself in the homies, bitch. Wanna see all them shine,
this is a pretty good song.
Feed all your people, you know you lit. Then you know you rich. boss. We trap a bit, house 3 vids in the show. Had a bitch packed out like that shit was a garage. Father had told me, hey son, speak the truth in these bars and tell people who you really are.
Looking forward to that new single, Don. Yeah, this is pretty hard, man. I really like how he layered the vocal with his ad-libs or with his backing vocal that he used, but he turned it up. And I think he could have turned it down just slightly. I think it was a little loud, but like I said, it really gave you this fullness. It delivered a little harder because of that. I thought he was crispy with the raps. I thought he enunciated really, really well. I could hear everything he was saying. He had that nice little kind of he had a nice little sing-song softness to it, and he laid that right on top of the rap, and it was really nice. It's really well done, man. It's got a vibe to it. Big facts, homie. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm gonna go 93 on that one. I liked it. Maybe 94. I did think you need to adjust that. You know, it's just a little loud with the, but it also delivers a lot of effect on that. So, you know, it's hard to call sometimes. I thought it was a little too thick, but what's wrong with thick? You know what I mean? Big shouts at home. I'm gonna go 94 as my final score on that one. Let's get to the last song of the night, man. Thanks y'all for rocking with me, man. Appreciate y'all for staying up late with your boy. 10:30 here, might be later where you are. This is Walking Vibe. The name of this joint is All Summer.
Take. We in the bitch that roll the red.
Line them up.
So I'm turn up on you bitch niggas all summer. They gon' be burn up. This be my season, I'm finna go dump. So I'm turn up on you bitch niggas all summer. They gon' be burn up. This be my season, I'm finna go dump. No mercy. Fuck niggas get no mercy. Opposites get no mercy. No mercy. Fuck niggas get no mercy. Opposites get no mercy. But I ain't gon' harp on my style and grace. My mom make it another trial and case. Shout out to Torch, cause the music apply back to basic trapping, not the violent case. Watching for pigs in his barn, I know it's me harm, but I'm cracked to this guy in the face. Read what I sow, it ain't never grim. In this reality that I created, get my people salivate. Turning the bosses, they quit up the losses that what put a smile on my face. My numbers.
I do like how he raps. He raps hard and aggressive. It's very strong. It's very like he's trying to do something. I do like the energy and the speed he comes with when he raps.
Easy go loony with tools, I'm the TNT nigga, you wildin' your shit. Life can get ugly, but quitting fuel as a wolf, a coyote try howling space. From the bottom, try hold it together. One time, man's got the fucking my talent place. But I might digress. I always shot for greatness, never less. No cap on the trillers, my vibe equals illness. Little nigga says it with his fucking chest. Jimmy from Philly with body up in it. All of it stick with the tellers, he sliding away.
Vontae, what up, bro?
While I wait for the night on the rest, but I'm turn up on you bitch niggas on something. They gon' be burn up. This be my season, I'm finna go dump.
I don't love this hook. That's the problem. The rapping is good. I noticed he got a little sloppy toward the back half of the verse. Specifically, there's one little portion in there that it kind of broke down. But overall, like he's rapping hard.
Turn up on you bitch niggas on something. They gon' be burn up. This be my season, I'm finna go down. No mercy. Opposites get no mercy. Fuck niggas get no mercy. No mercy. Lame bitches get no mercy. Lame bitches get no mercy. I'm in my bag like a pencil. With monks and stencils.
Like a pencil.
She's so accidental. I left when I take on the pencil you went through. I show up at venues. Host over like wind dudes. My niggas move work all the bundles of pen dudes. Whatever you choose, I swear like it's been due. Ball like it's.
I like his style, man. I would not call that a good delivery, but the flow is sick. So explain that a little further, homie. I like his style. His style is pretty unique.
Boom, and then they go snack. Shout out the shorties that's been in the back. Look for the vibe and find him on the track. Look for G with the locks and find him in the trap. With the fam on my back, going pack after pack. As I'm up in my stacks, I'm run to the max. Name my payments exact. When they play my shit, they be like, who plays is that? And these niggas be watching like they on my wrist. I know they plotting, they want me out of mix. But fuck me, cause I'm a
yeah. He also is very good at picking up the speed of his flow effortlessly. He's like a sports car that accelerates quickly. You know what I mean? With good handling. Like he just and he does it real easy, real smooth. It's no strain. I know sometimes, you know, from a breath control standpoint, when you try to start rapping faster, like if you don't know when to breathe, you could really screw it up.
My chip, and tasting that bad. So I'm gonna make a flip. My niggas be like, though, why y'all some potion? Horses gon' gallop when I'm on my lotion. Flow be the wildest of animals. You want about it, then you should watch how you approach it. I was broke trying to grind, breaking the roaches. And you can get mad when I was hopeless. So I need a fur like a nigga that poaches. And me a few girls that can roll like the throwless. Give me that. Fuck you talking about, money that time. And that's lyrical exercise, you bitch ass nigga. Get your motherfucking bag up, your swag up. Be right.
Walking vibes all summer. Last song of the night, man. Shouts to the gang out there. That wasn't bad, man.
Reppin' like North.
So I didn't love the hook, and there was certain points where just early on, it wasn't a lot. That it slipped slightly, but his aggressiveness and his just ability to pick up the flow and run with it real fast. He's like a wide receiver with great acceleration, Tyreek Hill style. When he gets it, he's gone. You know, and I really like that ability to be enunciative and to be clear, even though you're speeding up. It's not easy to do. Big shouts to the gang rocking with tonight. Big shouts to Guilty Conscious sitting assist tape. I think I gave that joint about an 83. I was cold, then I got hot. Also, shouts to the gang that showed up tonight, man. Nate the Great, the homie C McKnight, wifey was in the building. All the fan, man. Ash, Rumors, D, my gang. Big shouts to my homie Don Montel. Looking forward to that new music, my G. I got one more song, Shy Light. I gotta play that before I go. I almost forgot, but then I saw her name. Big shouts, Shy Light. Let's get into this one. Oh, let me put it on the right spot. And I said she, but I didn't mean that. My apologies.
And they say only time heals, and nothing tell the truth like the eyes will. Tell you how I feel. And they say only time heals, and nothing tell the truth like the eyes will. Blunts can really pack up a landfill. I can't heal this with Advil. Talking to spirits got me thinking that God's real. I need the truth, I'm believing in lies still. I keep wondering if this pain got any open. My dog came home and went up in the same day. Take my Glock everywhere I go, now this a safe space. And
take my Glock everywhere I go, now it's a safe space.
I'ma pour my soul in like every ball. Some shit you gotta take to the graveyard. Nobody ever said it would be easy. Nobody said it be this hard. Blunt after blunt like I'm asthmatic and I got the COVID. Blunts and bands and my bitch. Only thing that keep me focused. Drowning 100 proof, I know no one 100 with me. My dog a dog, he a possum, so told me. Feel like Comer, my main bitch, she always catch up with me. Take from her everyone I love and make them special to me. But they say only time heals.
This track feels kind of all over the place, and this hook doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. I'm not loving this track so far.
And nothing tell the truth like the eyes will. And loyalty don't grow on trees unless you pay a fee. Bro told me say everything you mean. This life shit temporary. On 15, my heart stay cold, just like it's January. My OG picked up my Glock and she had flashbacks. After packs is serving.
Yeah, and I guess it doesn't make sense to me because what you're talking about doesn't really relate to the hook. You know, like random stuff. And then you got certain members. I don't know if you guys are a group or not. I can't remember if I've heard Shy Light music before, so no disrespect. I can't remember if you're a group or a single artist. But it sounds like there's several people on this track, and then people are just coming in and out. It doesn't feel like it was laid out and like it was really arranged very well.
Ripping trash bags. Early morning, send my text. I don't do Snapchat. They wanna see my name with RIPs and hella hashtags. I might hit it, we can't kick it, can't have all of me.
Then you just talking about, you know, they seeing RIPs and whatnot. Now you're talking about if you hit it, you can't. Like, the content is all over the place, and it doesn't really relate to the hook.
Keep it 100, shit's a part of me. Pull up, drink, roll up, smoke, clog my arteries. Help me remove memories from my memory. Break my heart and hurt my soul, but love my melodies. Yes. Break my heart and hurt my soul, but love my melodies. Yeah. I can't leave the drugs alone. Yeah. Gotta do it on my own.
So this track was sloppy to me. It was all over the place, and I don't feel like it was arranged well. I didn't like everybody who came on the track randomly needed more space to actually to actually give something, to actually, present something to the track. And then it just seemed like a lot of basic hip hop stuff. Oh, drinking, smoking, the girl's sad. You know what I mean? Like I can hit it, but you can't stay. Like, and then you talk about your grandma picking up a gun or something, or your mom picking up a gun and getting flashbacks. A lot of it didn't really make any sense. So, and then it sounded like all the stuff was recorded in different places. It just didn't sound cohesive, and it was confusing to me. I'm gonna go 78, 76 maybe. It's not something I would listen to again just because it didn't have any continuity to it. It was all over the place. Big shout out to FF, man. Appreciate you being here. My man Lost dropped in. My man Ash dropped off some fire music per the usual. I'm out, gang. I'll see y'all next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. Thanks for tuning in, gang. Peace.